Hello and welcome to the Root Winter Tournament Round 3, Game 7. That's Lily.
Hello.
My name is Guerric. Our players today are Batmaster.
Hello.
Darthcaboose.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Omnix.
Hello.
OverTheMorrow.
I'm in danger.
And TheHatOnTheCat.
Hello, hello.
Thank you, everybody. Your draft has been dealt. You know where to find me if you need me. So good luck, have fun, and you can get started.
Cool.
So,
All right.
Manifest Lizards, right?
Sorry, I'm pulling up Google Translate.
Third game in a row, my fifth player. Exciting.
I'm just curious what these words mean.
Just take a moment to acknowledge how utterly uncursed this draft is. I'm actually kind of disappointed.
It's
It is an uncursed draft.
Definition of a first draft.
no vagabonds.
Ooh, that's some
Not
juicy
all
hand cards in the
red
hand.
factions, I guess, is
Double
another
ambush, core
criteria.
replenish, charm offensive,
And a craftable item, a good one.
and a craftable item. Like that's.
I'm assuming these people are cheering on Omnix.
Just want to check. I'm not going to
They are.
clearing that board wipes me before I get a turn.
I'm just trying to
Because
figure
no
out
one
what
would do
words.
that.
Oh god, so much Polish.
start.
I got nothing. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop
There's
trying.
nothing you can do about it. Corvids can just set up a bomb on you. It's
They would
perfectly
never-
legal.
They would never do that. I'm going to go
I
over.
will
Let's
say this
go.
is I think in round
Okay.
3 this is my favorite mix of accents.
There's some fun accents here.
Prices. I'm not going to keep prices at 4. Let's
You
go
sure?
4. Yeah. And
Please flip your hand cards.
I would. like to
they
see
are
what
flipped, but I'll do the stacking trick.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you
It's
could.
yeah.
Real quick, chat. I appreciate the enthusiasm, although I'd prefer if you can keep things English, if possible, just because I can't moderate Polish.
Okay.
I'm like trying to translate.
Yeah.
It's not working.
No.
Awesome. Okay, I think that's my lot.
I don't know what these words mean.
Card.
Well, I gotta start living Polish.
4 warriors, 3 warriors. Bedpost services. Cool. That's me.
What an interesting draft. I might actually manifest lizards here.
Woo!
Lily, I'm making your day. Let's go, lizards!
I feel
All right.
robbed. Like, I've been building that up for 6 months.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just given my hand and everything happening here, I think this is the way to go. But let's see. Setup.
It makes sense, and we have
This is my homeland. I place 4 Lizzies over here.
kind of the ideal setup for lizards on lake map,
Yes.
with a 2-slot bunny here, 2-slot mouse here.
Yep.
This is pretty much the standard lizard setup spot. If
And
the
if they don't want to go to the river, if you move just slightly over,
Yes.
we have another 2-slot bunny. So I am very excited for this.
That
Yes.
is done. Gardens filled. Outcast.
Well, now I'm
And victory point marker.
rooting hard for Darthcaboose.
and long term, there is a 2-slot fox over here,
Yes,
Come on.
which we don't want to bother with right now, but later,
maybe one day.
maybe one day.
Let's go for mouse.
That's that cast.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, pretty standard. Unless you're specifically looking to
And
do some sort of
that's-
conspiracy, you typically want to stay the same suit as your garden for crafting purposes.
Yes, I learned this
Okay, I'm
mistake the
gonna
other day.
choose one of the bigger factions, I think, but I'm not sure which one.
No, this is the first time we've seen Eerie in the draft.
In round 3.
In round
right.
3. I'm not sure if we'll see Eerie in the game, but this is tech. Nope, yeah, we will.
I'm gonna
There it
go
is.
with
All right. The dream of a no Eerie round 3 is dead. As though that were a dream.
That was definitely a dream along with Lake Map. I love how the players were so excited for Lake Map they chose it before we even started streaming.
I know.
They were just so excited.
That
Okay,
is
going
gonna
charismatic to start. Makes sense, makes
the-
sense.
be Charismatic.
We have a pretty decent selection of clearings for homelands. It's pretty much anything from this corner to this corner.
So this is Riverfolk homeland, right?
The otters are collecting all the dice.
The river
Folk
folk
do not have a homeland.
a homeland. The only homeland currently is the lizards, which is currently
Okay.
over here.
So I can set up in this corner, let's say, right?
Atlas.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Oh no, it was the
then.
lizards collecting all the dice. I get confused on what colors go with what person before the draft ends sometimes. You know, I like that color mix of dice.
Okay, I'm gonna
Map's
start.
pretty much wide open for the Erie right now.
Yeah, so their choice is going to largely be dictated by their hand.
Clearing.
But the fairy is a very common choice because
Yeah.
it gives you the card draw. This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
It's sort of the choke point. Well, I mean, both of these are sort of a choke point.
Yeah, they're both sort of kind of a choke point. What's interesting here is no access to, not on the ferry, although we are pushing people away from the ferry because generally people can't set up directly next to homelands.
Right.
Okay, so that's my setup.
But also, I wonder if we're trying to be one next to something to hit. But the ferry also kind of
You're all
mitigates that, so
bastards.
I'm curious the thought process there.
Right. I feel like if we were going for ability to hit someone turn 1, fairy gives us
bringing up late
more
cards
choices
And then
and
just
potentially more up here.
Yeah.
And manifest lizards as well. Come on.
No.
Yeah, AJ, I immediately
Bad, 'cause now it's
regretted
like,
my choice of
the
words.
increased chance of me losing.
Or
and
over the
lizards
morrow,
win,
feeling the
which is
lizards.
basically just me winning. So
Feeling like the lizards were stolen from him. Which, you know, they were. But at the same time, I'm just happy with that. So.
I mean, they have a fine choice of factions.
Oh, absolutely. Ooh, Woodland
Double A.
Alliance. You know, it's funny how some drafts aren't necessarily cursed, but players sure can make them cursed.
Dr. Moonberg.
Helping these for no reason. Be making a certain host's job a little bit easier.
It's me.
Gooey Kablooey,
well, you've
we
taken a
chose
version of me to try and like
charismatic.
find a hiding spot. So
Yep.
Now, this is interesting. Going with Corvids
Batmaster.
makes a really fun color combination.
No.
Hell yes.
Wow.
The dice tower is ruined.
Ultra
Oh,
Ball,
no.
do it.
Going with Corvids, wow. Not what I was anticipating, I'll be honest.
Well, we have seen Warlord struggle at a 5-player.
They do struggle at 5-player. It's
But to be fair, there's not many... with Corvids not on this map, Lizards really are the only one who
Yeah.
are going to bother the heck out of you.
right. It's not like in some of the cases where they would have had a bad faction mix on top of 5-player. This would have been a decent faction mix, I think, all things considered. Lizards being the only ones who really mess with oppress. And you can overpower Erie in a head-to-head battle. Darthcaboose is Einstein, though. But yeah, Corvids are going to be interesting because by a similar token, if you can stay away from charismatic, from Erie,
Who's going to mess with you?
who's going to mess with you?
Yeah. No,
Otters don't
absolutely.
typically want to stray too far from the lake.
Yeah.
You could hide out in lizard territory.
These are all... Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of options for the Corvids. And then I think someone asked if this is the first time Warlord has gone unpicked. If you're talking about overall in the entire tournament, no. If you're talking about round 3, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember.
If you're talking about round 3, let me just check. Tournament. Shit. Oh, I didn't connect this. Oh. My site's failing me. I didn't update the thing that I thought I updated.
Corvid's setting up to take the ferry on turn 1, it looks like. Everyone's gone very quiet.
Sorry. No, they have not been. This would be the first time they were not chosen in round 3.
There you go.
Organizing everything.
I'm just doing some very fast research.
I mostly meant the players had gone quiet.
Oh, well, yes. I mean, there's a lot to think about here with your cards.
It's true. It's true.
This can be an extremely important decision.
Otters looking like they're keeping the Fox Ambush, the Foxfolk Steel, and the Corvid Planners.
Interesting combination.
Corvid Planners can be very good for otters because it eliminates that whole "I need to stay on the river" mentality. You know?
Oh no, absolutely. I think what was more interesting for me is
All right. I guess.
well,
we
one,
should
their
put on
prices
them.
are at 2,
And
so that's confusing.
True.
Yeah, done.
Well, it means they want sales.
That's the fun of the
They definitely want
fight.
sales.
That's
The other
done
thing would
already.
be lizards are generally pretty good purchasers.
that has to be
As
Batmaster
we've talked
for us to
before,
donkey, I
the
think, 'cause-
focus-
Alright,
expansions kind of feed off each other.
Okay.
But lizards don't care about fox.
See you in a sec.
Maybe the plan is that they will.
Maybe. I'm not quite sure. All of the dice are.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're taking out the. Taking out a couple things. Surprised you haven't taken out the interaction.
yeah, just give Guerric a second to promote us before you jump into your seat.
We are never allowed to see dice again. I understand how this works.
Surprised you didn't delete the Corvid's extra cards.
I missed him. Thank you.
Yeah. What I'm here for. That's the only reason I'm actually here.
That's not true.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
You also track points during the game.
That's fair.
Those are the 2 reasons you're here. That's not what I meant to do.
No, it is not. Oh, we're still missing the Woodland Alliance player.
Maybe Elephant Bag. Yes, that is a thing I have in my saved objects.
I also have that in my saved objects because it's my favorite thing in the entire world.
Heck? Okay, there we go. So I was watching Batmaster's cards like sitting on the edge of the table rather than going into the hand.
All right, everyone good to go?
No.
Yeah, take it away.
Alright,
Chief.
we'll get
Wait,
mine.
no.
Yeah, so we've got to do it. We're missing one person.
Yes.
Oh, I was counting Guerric as the 5th up there, and that was my mistake.
playing Groot.
Battle Rager, if people want that, they can request it
I'm
or
not
spawn it
allowed to join
themselves.
now. I've forgotten how this works.
Come back on in.
Mora might be
Just a
struggling
quick
with the password, which
hop
is
back in.
slightly annoying.
The water
I
on
didn't
the Lake
watch-
Mac is wonderful.
I didn't
Well,
want the password this
whose
time.
fault is that?
It's mine. It's 100% mine.
Cool. Are we ready to start collecting stats? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, these players are on it. Love.
Do I need to
I didn't
click it or
Map
someone
was
else?
second there.
Yeah, I think it's done now.
Give it a sec. Scripting is
Start it.
hard on TDS. Ah, Stanley.
Ah, Stanley. Stanley the spiritual scoundrel.
Cultists surround him in veneration. Oh.
And guess what?
Oh.
Stanley has Guerrilla War this time.
Oh.
This will not at all be confusing when we need those warriors. There we go.
You can worship Stanley after we lose the game.
Humberto, unpicked faction was the Warlord.
All right. I have
Batmaster, take it away.
nothing to craft.
What? No first gen crafts from the Corvids.
Interesting.
Where did they set up? I did not see the clearing that they have their plot token in.
It is on the left side of the map in this fox clearing.
Well, a single fox could be a hammer, but that's or a crossbow, but not much to do in single fox.
Hammer, crossbow, false orders.
False orders, it's fair.
Anything
Captain
else?
Kirby, no. I have not gotten that.
I'm going
and I am sad.
to. I'm not going to craft. I'm not going to flip. I'm going to recruit in mouse.
Using a bird card right off the bat. Interesting, interesting. I appreciate that Stanley is now the size of
All
Dan.
right. Then I'll move.
A little larger, actually.
A little larger.
I will
No flip either.
take a move
Notably.
on the ferry.
Stealing the fairy.
to here.
Ooh,
Okay.
Lizard does not like that.
Nope.
Then I will plot there.
Hey, don't forget to draw your card before you do anything else.
Oh, yes.
Lock it in.
Thank you.
Could I just confirm for the players there was no turn 1 plot flip?
I mean, he's drawn a card,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
assuming
Yeah,
that's
no,
not-
yeah, I
Yeah.
skipped that on purpose.
On purpose. So, just kind of gonna circle back to the players while we're doing
So I
this
plotted
stuff.
there.
We have
And
two
then-
players with 2 wins and no losses currently in this round, which would be Darthcaboose
will
or our lizard,
Trick.
and OmnixPL or
Oh.
Guerric.
Wait, really? Fascinating. Okay.
What happened?
They tricked.
And
He moved in, plotted, and then tricked the 2 plots.
my turn.
Okay.
My last card.
That's
Good evening.
not common.
Go ahead.
Not a fan. Just gonna say it. Not a fan. I'll say it a few more times. Not a fan.
One more time for luck.
Yeah, not a air conditioning unit. I mean, not a fan. All right.
I cannot revolt, obviously.
Someone spawn something in.
What do you mean?
Swole birds.
There they are.
Sympathy goes.
All right, we spent to tunnels.
Okay.
Going to the corner.
It's really interesting how Woodland Lions and Lizards interact with each other, especially with Woodland Lions
Is
just
this
starting
actual
so many
decision space,
cards.
or am I just wasting my own time?
Bird ambush. That's
Okay.
1 bird ambush in the discard.
Here.
It's true. Oh, yes. Go hang out with that plot.
Sympathy goes.
Master engravers.
Bunch of, quite good cards just trapped in the Woodland Lions' thing for the first time. Dr. Moonberg, I'm sorry, I'll never understand you. One day, maybe I'll learn Polish. After this, I'll start learning Polish for next year.
Daylight. I think about exposure.
Thinking about exposure.
Ooh.
And then
Thought about it. Decided not.
I mobilize free.
Okay. Not exposing. That would have been a gutsy move for Wooden Alliance, whose
Absolutely.
early game card flow
An
is
evening.
Very critical.
very critical.
Pat, I can at
I
least
haven't missed
partially
anything.
understand French.
You didn't
Yeah,
try to expose, but yep.
Yeah,
that's it.
I thought about exposure,
I was
and then I mobilized every card out of my hand.
2 of the fastest turns I've seen.
Okay, I'm gonna add
Notable
to that.
for their turn 1 complexity, Woodland Alliance and Corvid Conspiracy.
Okay. I wonder if we
The
maybe
big thing
want to
is
just
those
have
two.
that mouse move.
Lots of planning out for turn 1.
And
I
since,
obviously
yeah,
recruit
since
on
the
my
river,
boost.
this is definitely a safer bet. But there's also a crow with us, so movement is not necessarily needed for.
I move
Yeah.
4 in here. I'm gonna battle the Corvid.
Yep, so we don't need to go after the otters. We don't need to go
Yeah,
after the
ambush.
sympathy.
Even if you have, I would advise against because we have the martial law in here, so we block the Woodland Alliance, and yeah, there is not much point, I think.
I'm pretty sure he's saving it for me, so yeah.
So can I roll?
Silence says it all.
Sorry, my mic cut out for a second. What did you guys say?
You're being asked to channel the spirit of purple light and ambush on every available occasion.
Sounds good. No, you can go ahead and roll.
Perfect.
The stand starts already.
Yeah,
Stanley
I
protecting
wasn't
the
going
Corvids.
to hurt you, but I had to, unfortunately, due to my decree.
Understandable.
Yeah, I'm gonna score a point and a card.
All right. Very, very calm opening, but very.
Standard charismatic opening.
Well, it's a standard
first of all, I
charismatic
guess the
opening
outcast
for
is a
steady
tie, so it's,
charismatic.
Right.
Hated moose.
Or before you get going, I was going to say no one else has bought, but if you need any cards from me,
Oh
I
yeah,
needed to.
that's actually very
Now's the
fair.
time.
I do want to purchase from.
I left it a little bit because I was
I
worried
had a
I was the
feeling.
one that was getting the battle. I was worried I was one getting the battle and I didn't want to lose the ambush, but
have a
buying
feeling I'm about to
is
I see. Okay.
sorted. So you have my purchase.
I see. I
Now
see.
I'm buying a card.
Lovely.
The question
It
is
sounds like the
which card do I
otters were
want?
kind of laying low just to make sure the ambush stayed with them
Yeah.
in case the birds came after them. Not wanting to lose too many of their warriors round one, which is understandable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otters have a
chat.
notoriously,
Take the bird card.
Corvid
No.
planners.
difficult time
sounds
getting
weird.
warriors back on the board
Yeah.
without losing too much of their
I'm doing
engine.
it. I'm taking the bird card.
Ooh.
Crazy.
it's mad.
All right.
I wonder
Very
if we
mad.
have a dominance
Okay,
card. in
now
hand. Or 3
we
dominance
adjust the
cards in
outcast
hand.
properly. Discard lost souls. That's been done. Perform conspiracies. Outcast is mouse. I'm just going to convert this one Corvid warrior over here. Batmaster, if you could please take that Corvid warrior off. Thank you kindly.
Solid. Making sure you don't have any pesky crows lying around.
And I
Yeah.
think that's all I will do.
And you get to, it's effectively a recruit,
I'm not going
which
to
is
do
not
my
terrible.
whole hand, and we'll just take it one by one. Okay. So first of all, we're going to build.
Score, and then in evening we can craft Mirian Broker, and that puts us in a pretty good spot as a turn 1 lizard.
Great spot for turn 1 lizard.
That's Marine Brokers. Never mind.
ABS, always be scoring. Also, the thing in your car. I'm going to use Coffin Makers to recruit one guy over here.
All right, we are pivoting over to
We're
here.
gonna
And then this
which,
one's
you know,
gonna be...
good
acolyte.
tactic.
All right. Evening, return cards to my hand.
You know, I actually don't hate the lizards with Corvid planners, not to craft it, but maybe if they have the opportunity.
I want to guess what that plot is.
But I definitely think keeping it out of the hands of literally everyone else
Oh,
not
yeah.
a bad idea.
And just getting a bird card.
Except for Corvids, you know.
Do it.
Getting a bird card to replenish your acolyte that you spent and to maybe keep it going or pivot into dom swaps. I like it.
Yeah, it definitely can
double buffing you.
provide a bit of a
But
buffer
he could
later
have
once
he
dominants start
could
showing
have
up.
started on that clearing and flipped it turn 1 and taken a card from my hand, but he chose not to. Sneaky Batmaster.
Or we could expose with it.
He
Which
wants
sounds
to
like maybe
play
we're going to do.
I will not craft anything, and I will just end my turn.
Okay.
All right. You don't craft, apparently.
I mean, one, it's not putting that target on your back for that extra
What to
card.
do?
Two,
I have to say, I didn't think you'd be
I
behind
just-
the bird card, so that's changed what I want to do. it's like, surely it will be the ambush.
There's just always the danger it doesn't come back to mouse anytime soon.
oh, absolutely.
With Wooden Alliance in the game, Corvids in the game,
the-
Otters in the game, the Outcast is volatile.
Very
Simulator.
true, but the other
So,
thing that I could easily see
Let's go
here
for it.
is
I'll draw one
not wanting to not have a mouse card in hand. next
Saboteurs?
turn.
I get it. It's just at the same time,
So
it,
completely
But at the same
unrelated
time,
to that saboteurs
Gary thinks
is
you're
true.
wrong.
Lizards still have Muir
and that's what really
Brokers,
matters,
They
right?
do. What they didn't craft Marine Breaker?
That's correct.
Ah,
What? Am I an idiot? Maybe. Who knows? We'll find out.
we'll find out.
I understand. I think I understand
Only chat
this.
will know. A debate whether to craft saboteurs now, but if it's not crafted, then there's no need to. So I will draw another card for now.
This could actually work out better for Darthcaboose because he did not craft it. That saboteurs cannot be used against him. He could end up just purchasing it next turn and protecting the Mirian Broker in that way.
No.
Yeah, I feel like I don't want to be next to the Eyrie, but then I don't want to be on the Alliance either. Tricky.
Come hang out with the lizards.
Only
I will
there was
stay
a
When
lot
you're with Corvids.
to
And
prevent you
that
from
plot, yeah.
crossing the map.
No, this map got very gross very quickly.
And
Oh, absolutely.
Move to the ferry, then move back with the ferry. to draw
Although
a
I think
card.
Pat would argue it's not as
it's
gross as
true.
when
It's true.
the
It's
lizards
on my
control
mind.
3
but
of the 4 clearings on the
I feel
river.
like I still end up here. But I might go for it actually. I will.
If there's one thing I've learned from Magic the Gathering, it's that the most fun thing you could do is just spin your wheels without actually changing the board state at all.
All right, I will move over here and then move with the ferry.
Hey,
draw a card.
he actually is changing the board state.
It's
Slightly.
changing. Draw a card and then last action. I think I'll draw another card since one warrior is not all that much. So just drawing cards for now.
But what do we
And
get
I
rid
am
of?
going to bin Saboteurs is worth keeping around. Mouse cards are good.
This is a tough hand to choose something to get rid of.
Yeah.
3 craftables, an ambush, a false orders.
Ooh.
All right, we're getting rid of the, was that the bag? Yeah.
The bag. The issue really is like the suited cards are so good for
Alright.
the lizards.
Right.
They're just such a good temptation.
Quiet first round.
Which is maybe why Hat and the Cat got rid of the bunny card here.
Yeah.
To slow down Lizard's ability to go to bunny.
That's fair. That's fair.
Get my hand shuffled here. Go. All right, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Getting your hand shuffled in
All right,
preparation.
Bassmaster, take it away.
I'm gonna go ahead and craft swap meat first using
Okay.
Okay.
guy.
That's actually pretty good for Corvids.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no,
it's probably just a good card.
it's just a
general.
good card.
Is this one of those games where I have to perpetually shuffle my hand?
The nice thing about swap meat for Corvids is you can use it immediately.
There
What
you
did I
go.
say, lizards?
There's the extort.
There you go. I thought he was being tricky with a raid. I don't want to risk it.
Draw
You
one.
may grab a card.
Okay, I already took one, so you're good.
No, I'm not.
Was it
good,
Mirroring
but
Broker? That's the question.
I'm about to find
It
out.
was-
I'll let
it
you guys
was
know if
not.
was.
Oh man.
Yeah, it wasn't. On my hand.
And
But
then
you could change the outcast and make it impossible for me to ever craft it again.
Change prices.
Hey, so I got a question.
Something in your hand.
If that would be a snare, so how does it interact with Revolt?
My reading
I
is that
think
it
the snare
removes
gets
the
removed.
snare before
Yeah.
pieces are placed.
Yeah.
What? Once again.
If you read the rules for Revolt, removing all pieces happens first, and then placing happens afterwards. So the snare would not be active at the time the woodland explodes the clearing.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Explode.
It's legal.
This is correct.
Explosions are fun.
So,
Allowed, but
yeah.
not necessarily encouraged.
So then, for my second flip, I am gonna flip this snare because it's not gonna affect you if you revolt. Need my 2 points for that.
Honestly, there might be an argument to bop in that sympathy just to keep a snare on that choke point and making things harder for Wooden Alliance on either end.
Well, the Woolands currently does have access to both sides, though.
Right, but maybe you remove both.
I mean, that would actually be brutal because if you removed both
Man,
here,
discard travel gear to recruit in Fox.
yeah, if you removed both here, Wooden Alliance is dealing with martial law on the south side of the lake. There's not much room to spread, so that could be quite brutal.
Yeah.
So if I may suggest something, if you destroy this sympathy token, we'll have Woodland Alliance stuck in this corner, right? So that might
Should
be a
destroy both
good
of them.
idea, I think.
Yeah, you need to destroy both to really do that.
To really trap them, but I think,
Yeah, because
I
of
would 100% do it, but I'm also a jerk.
martial law.
Even if they revolt, if one of those clearings, they won't be able to, spread far away from there.
This message was approved by the Riverfolk Company.
This is about to be a very goofy game.
Yes.
Well, OverTheMorrow did say that if lizards win, he wins too, so.
They would.
Sorry, you're right, thank you.
Hat and the Cat, did you change your prices?
Slightly.
Yeah, I forgot to set them. Well, I think I was setting them as I clicked enter. I didn't make it very vocal. Or
You did not. Oh well.
That's
Cool.
all right. The Corvids were not interested in buying this round.
Yeah.
I am going to.
This is our last chance to swap meet if we're going to
so
use
I'm
it.
gonna move to daylight. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna.
Nope, no swap meet.
Plot.
Sad.
Yeah, I will say that this is a really good time for Curves to pick up cardboard points because they're gonna need some offset of cardboard.
Right. I mean,
So-
Corvids are hungry for points.
Plot here.
Yeah, I mean, plot battle, I would be definitely down with.
I think that's a fine turn. The losing the cards sucks, but
I mean, they're crows.
they're crows.
They do have draw 2 right now going in for them.
Then I'm going to battle the sympathy here.
This is an outrage.
Ambush card over the
No
Yeah.
ambush.
Okay.
Do it.
That's true. You could have swap meat alliance just to make sure they don't have an ambush.
Your outrage.
I was thinking you could swap meat so that you are less likely to pay outrage or something, depending on what cards you had. But that's a good idea, a good use for it.
I'm going to
Do it again.
plot I battled. I'm
Do
gonna
it again.
move
No!
these 2 over here.
Sad.
Sad. Because this is where Wooden Alliance wants to be. And you would
Absolutely.
make their job so much harder by...
Punching them with a snare there. Absolutely.
wait, no,
you know what else would
actually.
be good? If
I hit
if Corvids-
Control Z. That was my fault. I'm
Ah!
so used to editing. Is everything okay?
Messed up the recorder.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, guys.
All good.
That's
Looks
me
like
being used
looks
to
like you haven't
Photoshop.
done the move yet.
Okay.
We're not too. Yeah, the plot's flipped, so we're not too far
I
in
have
the
the
past.
outrage.
Yeah, but
Is the recorder
there is
okay?
no plot in
There's
here.
no Control Z.
I'm so mad at
is-
my Photoshop brain right now.
Wait,
Um.
because this plot was stuck under the map.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. So I'd move them.
Team stance collector, okay.
Players just giving me a heart attack.
It's fine.
Start
it's
recording
fine.
again. Here, I'll hit it.
You
Do
know,
we need
Corvids
to
also
write
do need a
success
point from
first
the
or something?
outrage.
It doesn't seem to be happy.
I need to recreate the object. Or reset. Yeah, fair enough.
I'm sorry, Guerric.
I think we're good.
It may have been fine, but, you know, I just want to make Arcanine's job hard.
Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I moved there.
So again, still screw the move and
Then I messed
leaving
everything up,
the,
and now
the,
it's now
the
my
sympathy.
turn.
But at the same time, Corvids do need to remember to get that point from this first sympathy they attacked.
It's alright.
They didn't get their point for that?
Nope.
I like the idea of
Got
being
1
able to
point from
control
one
Z.
plot, 2 points from the second plot, and then they
It's
should
your
be at
turn,
4.
Little Alliance.
Yeah, I'll revolt on Fox.
Yeah, absolutely where they want it to be.
That scores you a point.
It does.
Can you change this so it's in the right order again?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Custom. We need
It's purple.
Corvids first. We need Wooden Alliance second. We need Eerie third. We need Lizard fourth. We need Otters fifth.
Thank you. My brain was about to have a
I will.
stroke.
Permastuck, thank you so much for the
Spread
2 months.
sympathy.
I really appreciate it.
Back into here.
I need it right now to calm my heart down.
Yeah, I'm really sad that we let Wooden Alliance revolt
What a
there.
game you would
Oh,
have had if
absolutely.
you'd had Vagabond with 2 T's.
I am so angry.
Oh,
Or Lord of the Hundreds.
I'll mobilize
he had
that.
2 T's in hand.
No, I
to
could have
start.
chosen Lord of the Hundreds. I did not. Because crows and lizards.
They just talked about it, Permastuck. They just talked about it.
5-player.
Yeah, I've played rats this tournament, and I would not play them in this faction mix-up.
Yes, we've got
the
our
triple
lovely
threat,
0,
5-player
1, 2, 3,
Corvids
4.
and Rats.
Bro,
Lizards.
love it.
An evening. And then draw 2.
Where also the cats would be like, oh god, just please end my suffering now.
Can I interest you in a card, Eerie? No one's bought yet. This is your chance to
I keep forgetting that, like, buying.
pull ahead in front of everyone.
But I also then remember that I'm Woodland Alliance.
I almost made the case to you, Moray, and then remembered you're playing Alliance.
It's happened successfully in this tournament.
It
Although
can
not
work.
to me.
By Pat.
Okay, sure. I guess I'm gonna
And
buy.
that never should have happened.
We're purchasing the ambush.
Okay. Interesting. Guess we didn't need to have the bird card. Potentially.
Fox ambush.
I gotta think a sec.
One of these days I need to check if that comes through on the mic. When you drink water.
Sorry, I'm a loud drinker. I'm gonna go hide in my
It
hole.
does.
Put it in here.
I had a feeling it would because I can hear it really loudly through my headphones.
No
I'll hide in a
crafting.
hole now.
No.
Alright, I'm no longer allowed to drink water.
You're allowed to drink water.
Nope, never again.
ASMR stream.
God, no, wait, I could have bought Corvid planners. I'm an
We
idiot.
should hold a funeral for that snare.
Oh, that could have been the first turn of the game.
Yeah, that boat builder's craft could have been huge.
Yeah, I didn't want to make the
Absolutely.
case for you having COVID planners.
We could have bought the saboteur to still have a bird card.
My 2 moves. I'm just gonna move.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
From this green
Ah, ah.
into here. No,
Some
actually,
interesting choices players are making here.
Move from here to here, and then one more guy with them.
Next year, I'm just gonna play all the sides myself, so that nobody can make mistakes.
Is up out?
Roll the dice. Go ahead, please. Yes.
Alright, we're now gonna make a
We
video
arm our
where
acolytes
you're
with
just
the
playing
finest of
every
knives.
faction, but then like your face is on the screen for all of them, they're all making different
Thank you.
faces and like disapproving of everyone's choices.
Yeah.
Rude Guerric tournament.
Points for me and 2 cards.
Even you are disapproving.
Okay.
Oh, of course.
Can't have
No one disapproves of me harder than me.
It's going to send to
Well, you already have 2 funds.
I do have 2 funds already, it's true.
Actually, kind of okay with just holding for a turn, if you don't mind. I mean, hey, if you give me those 2 lizards back, I'm totally happy to buy from you again. But
Notably, we're staying mouse currently.
Well,
okay, probably is not.
probably
definitely.
is not a promise. That's true. But
That's just how that works.
We have 3 acolytes. We could crusade into here.
Although I will consider for next time. Outcast is tied between Mouse and Fox, so it stays the same. I will make discard. I will. Oh, is that not something you can do from here?
Right click.
Interesting.
It should work.
I think when we did the reset of the recorder, it might have messed with this. I'm just going to manually do that.
Don't put that there.
Mises. We're going to
yes, the
do
Mises.
conspiracies. The most conspiratorial. We're going to start off with a.
And in case anyone is wondering about crafting points, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Well, lizards do not have a T.
That is
that's
correct.
true.
I can also tell you with absolute certainty that the birds do not have a T, the crows do not have a T, and the otters do not have a T.
I'm going to.
It's true. Can confirm. I do not have a T.
I do this.
So it looks like we're thinking of crusading down.
Yeah, I'm going to crusade in here, and I'm going to start a battle with the Corvids. Do you want to ambush me?
No.
Let's roll.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop.
So
1-0.
1-0.
Not terrible.
That's terrible. I mean, we weren't going to remove that plot with this battle anyway,
I think we can
because we didn't move.
leave that be.
And we don't necessarily need to. We mostly just need to gain rule.
No other.
Because if we have 1 or more bunny cards, we can
Go
now,
straight to my daylight.
start trying to control that clearing.
Oh,
All
boy.
right, we're going to go ahead and score Marine Broker. What? Bad lad. Shit.
Chat goes insane.
Crazy.
I love how the what
Go ahead
Mad Lad
and
came from the person doing it.
I know.
Over here. And then we're going to get 2 more acolytes.
He's just playing lizards Insanio style.
You done?
So it's actually interesting. Corvid planners for lizards is actually
crafting.
surprisingly good because
Yes.
it's how most people want to play lizards anyway.
Right. People so frequently forget they need rule to crusade.
Oh, absolutely.
So Corvid Planners just lets you do that.
Conclude my evening.
Okie dokie.
We could have bought a mouse card. That's true. And crafted Murian Broker. There's an argument it overfeeds the otters,
First thing I'm
but
gonna do is
I probably would have done it.
Well, I should think about card draw first.
This game is weird.
Eerie Emigre is very good for, I feel like, crows.
Start by drawing.
So you're not giving the
I'll
lizard.
start by drawing a card. I realized which piece I was moving. Tunnel. Cool. That
You
doesn't
should
change
craft
anything I was thinking about. First thing I'm going to do is spend 2 warriors to establish a trade post.
Right. Well-fed otters make Murian Broker better.
That's true.
And
I think the fear right now is that the otters still have a set of
Remember,
tours.
play the game.
yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
It still would be on a turn delay, though.
Then
Yeah.
I'm going to.
You could do it even just to not even to craft Murian Broker this turn necessarily. You could have done it just to still keep
I
it.
will do it.
That's true. That's true.
Let's get a nice flow of lizards going here. You can have those two lizards back.
There we
I
go.
will put a trade post out here.
And now
I don't want it to be that one. I want it to be this one here.
the deal has been made,
Uh,
and these two
here?
are going to feed each other for life.
The pact is sealed.
Then I am going to craft a boot, craft vault orders, or craft saboteurs, or tunnels. Tunnels is there,
Oh boy.
and leave.
All right, let me try this. Dear Apocalyptish Brighter? Brighter?
That's what I would have done, yeah.
Thank you so much for the Prime
I think I'm gonna
subscription.
craft the saboteurs.
I really appreciate
Let's
it.
get that
I
one.
also apologize for
Sadly.
butchering your
And
name.
then final one.
Clearly,
is
you needed to
gonna
roll
be,
the R, which is
to
impossible for
move.
you.
I
so
can't do
it's
that.
so you never were gonna get it.
These warriors over here with the ferry.
The lizards are very unhappy about this.
Yes.
Draw a card. And
but
that's gonna be me.
maybe they purchase mercs now?
That's true. Purchase mercs.
Everything is done.
Fight the crows.
Any set prices? People aren't buying it too. I might have to set them to 3.
So your logic is if they don't buy them at 2, they.
Pat, how do you think fairy is spelled?
It's
I mean, I kind of get it because it means
That's a good
like,
question.
when someone
How does he think
buys-
fairy is spelled?
I mean, I'll
will
keep them
happen.
at 2
Getting
if
marked
people
before
are
you
willing to
filter.
buy. But if no one wants to buy, then why would I put them at 2?
Love you, Pat.
Hey, one person bought from you.
One person bought, but if it's, I'll keep them at 3 for now. Surprise me.
You know, I'm just gonna say if you keep it at 2, I can promise I'll buy from you. But at
Has
3,
the description of the Alliance
I'm
supply
not sure
box
about
always
that.
always said AKA the loaf on it?
Sorry.
Has the description of the Alliance supply box always said AKA the loaf on it?
The loaf. That's great.
That's cute. Sorry, I was just saying, Cat in the Hat. I might not buy from you if you set it at 3, but I would keep you if you set it at 2. But I mean, it's up to you. Obviously, it's your.
I think we all know that the issue with only one person buying at 2. So if someone else is willing to buy at 2, then I'll definitely keep it at 2. I mean, birds. There's a
Probably
bird
gonna
card.
be the Eerie or the Corvid, so yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
corvids.
the
I mean, do you need
lizards.
to? Are you looking to buy?
Yeah, I'll buy something at 2.
All right, 2 it is.
Okay. Table has committed to buying
Hey,
at
just
2.
like that. Guess what? I'm gonna buy something
Whoa!
for 2.
I'm in
Whoa.
shock.
Here you go.
Did I miss something, or did the table just like agree to buy more from Riverfolk at no
I'm
cost
buying
to
tunnels.
them?
It costs me more cards. This is the
I mean, I said
crux of my
I considered
economy
it.
here.
I said I
You
considered
shut
it.
your damn whiskered mouth.
And then I am bought tunnels. I'm gonna craft tunnels.
Tunnels craft is Corvids. It's that was probably the best insult of the tournament. Tunnels is very good for Corvids.
And not gonna flip anything.
Movement is very important for Corvids, and it can make movement more efficient. So
It's interesting. I think as time goes on, the more I see factions putting tunnels to some very good use, honestly.
well, it's
What everyone has. You know what?
I mean, there were 2
You know, if
factions
the discard like
that straight up liked it,
could just
and now there's 3.
There we go. Seems right.
Well, to be fair, Dan got
Okay, has to
giant
change the
meatballs of
color.
better, Dan.
free gods oversee the bloodshed.
the table descends into madness.
I feel like I'm descending into madness.
I'm gonna.
Hi, welcome.
Lizards.
It's good to have you. I've been here for quite some time.
Maybe it's because I had less caffeine than usual this morning.
You never found anything? Did you order more? Good. Go out and get you a 6-pack of Coke.
You mean Mountain Dew? No,
I
you
mean
you
Bang.
Yeah, there we go. That's what I was gonna say.
There's your random card back.
All right, swap meeting the
It's
lizards.
not random. You give it to me,
Okay,
right?
No, it's not random.
Here's your randomly bad card.
Actually, it's a pretty.
Yeah, wasn't that bad. Alright, then I will recruit in Rabbit.
So many giant meeples.
Next, they'll scale up the map and all the individual meeples and play the whole game giant.
Except then it'll see the same size.
Daylight.
Coyote. I did have a very strange dream right before I woke up this morning.
No.
I mean, Coyote, we'll just know who the winner is and he'll just call it being like, tournament's over, this person won. I mean,
The problem with the giant battle mat is, depending on the version of the battle mat, it might not scale up the dice. Because that was something we had happen last year, where people would scale up the battle mat and the dice would just be small little dice on the battle mat.
That's amazing.
And I think somebody updated it, but I don't know if it made it into this mod or anything like that.
Still fantastic.
Yeah, I had a dream about like a mom and pop shop, like a local little family store. I had that, but it was an airplane, like a mom and pop airplane. Just it was like an old couple who owned an airplane, and they were kindly, and
Plot here.
it was very strange.
So we got a second plot. As Katari mentioned, we didn't get any flips. Sorry, I'm gonna
No, that was the end of that.
gonna move on from your airplane.
Yep, that was the end of that. We're going back to the game.
He's tricking again.
More trick.
Just so tricky.
And then I'll
I wonder if we're putting another snare
two
in
cards.
again, another kind of like.
end my turn.
That's.
When did we place this one? Last
5
turn?
points in flip
And we
save.
didn't flip it. And now
And
we're.
and that's when we expected
Alright,
to
well-
lose the snare in the fox.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying we need to have flipped.
Yeah.
Um,
thinking.
Because, there can be a lot of value as in
Presumably you're
Corvid,
thinking
as
about
Corvids
which card you'd like to buy.
in sandbagging a bit and waiting for a bigger burst, assuming you're not putting your flip at risk entirely,
Come back when you have a prop.
Also,
hero.
assuming you don't forget to grab points when you kill things.
Well, yeah. I wish the players had been like, hey, are all the points okay? Because that was partially messed up from the Control Z,
Will revolt with this third T and the bird card down
Oh.
here.
There goes Soup Kitchens.
Strongest card in the game.
It's very interesting how often I see Wooden Alliance end up in these two clearings on Lake Map.
Yep.
It is very consistent.
I don't know how much good it's going to do them though. Being so close
All right,
together.
guys. I gotta
It's
say,
a
I'm not
train,
liking
at the
this
very
lack
least.
Of martial law on the top left side over here. Come on, crows. What you
The
doing?
birds have sort of run off
Plotting
this
all
way.
over my area. Of dealing with that.
Humberto, they either forgot to take the point or they lost the point from the Control Z.
They forgot to take it.
Okay,
Even before the Control Z, I was about to say it, and then they Control Z, so they forgot. They just forgot to take it.
right. So at the very least, they forgot, and then in the chaos of the moment,
Comes with
like
sympathy.
their mind went other
I'll go
places.
to daylight. I will.
You have 2 cards in hand.
Yep.
We could potentially.
Discard 2 fox cards to train 2 warriors,
Ooh.
officers. You know what I mean.
Hey, interesting.
It's
First
a-
dominance card we've seen hitting the discard.
Yeah, it's for the suit that lizards do not currently care about,
Yep. Which is probably why he's okay giving it up.
but they might care soon. They may choose to abandon this bunny,
Move.
since it's such a busy clearing.
Organize.
It's very possible. Look, I found a way to drink quietly.
Draw 3.
Solid Wooden Alliance turn. Now leading the pack after their 3rd turn,
Go.
Yep, this would be their 3rd turn.
which is a little scary for the table, but at the same time, it's Lake Map, so you can imagine this is not
Folk, I have a question for you.
as large a threat as normal.
Guitar, that's a different game.
Are you maybe planning to go into this clearing? You could first stop.
What's interesting here is
Corvus
the
from
Erie are
scoring
kind of
so many
hitting a
points
wall
with
because
it.
they went this way.
And second, you could set up the.
Had they gone the
martial
other
law
way, they
there
would have had a lot
for
more
the
room to
Wooden
kind of
Alliance.
move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Erie kind of put themselves in the corner a little bit.
This is very off the river, though, is the only thing.
I think Erie might be concerned that this is a
Yeah,
snare,
that's right. But
and is trying to
I like the idea, and I
preemptively
definitely want to, but I don't know if I want to be.
prevent that from becoming a dangerous
this
choke
far off
point.
the river.
you will definitely be able to go back with so many forces.
But, and because it's
well, I
interesting,
have no
because
access
Erie
there.
really is the only one
Lizards
who cares
won't
about that.
Walk in
at
the
this point in time,
clearing
'cause-
and
Well,
Oh,
what-
well, the
what-
Lions do
suicide
too.
to
But
block you there. So
like
I
lizards
wouldn't worry
definitely
about it.
don't. Otters don't.
I'll be back in a minute.
And right now, those are the
Oh.
two factions that Erie has to
Yeah,
convince
if
to
you
help
could
deal with it.
ensure
Right.
you have your
I think-
forces over here as well.
I think Omnix is
Not
looking at the
besides,
map,
I know he can.
seeing
organise
that he is running out of
also where he
clearings,
can spread to.
and getting concerned for the long-term plan.
That would
Yeah, I
help.
was actually thinking about that.
And then we can see if I can go over and do something about the north clearing.
Because we have two that we could relatively easily build in.
the
A
meantime,
third that if we buy
fine.
mercs, we could build in easily.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
But we need to think about how do we get up here and
I would
start.
buy some cards that would have a permanent effect, but crafting isn't really my thing right now, especially with those foxes. And
But
I
even
have
if we did all of
almost
that,
full
I
hand
don't know if
already,
the
so-
choke point is
Yeah.
something that the Erie really are going to get to.
If they go here with mercs, they could potentially. They've got the two moves. No, they need an extra of bunny or of bird. But they could buff up move and move someone in preemptively, and then take advantage of the mercs to build here while they have it.
That's a good point. That's a good point. But if they're already there, then they can just battle there.
The silence is ominous.
They could. They could.
I mean, we're waiting to see what the master plan is here from the Erie.
Yeah, my master plan gets stuck on inserting one card into the decree because nothing fits.
Just win the game, forehead.
Yeah, Tilda, there are two easy clearings. What I'm saying is if you think longer term, the map is filling up.
Got a great
That's all I was
idea
saying. But true, 6 roosts is pretty good.
Because that's all
And
of them.
that one last card.
Yes. It's true.
Okay, I guess I
Wait,
have
no,
no
it's
other
true?
choice.
It's not
I'm
true.
just gonna put another battle.
I think 7 is all of them.
It is 7. Yeah.
It's not true.
See, you're misleading me.
I am.
Why do I even have you on?
I don't know. I'll leave.
How far are we gonna go with this?
I was about to fully leave. If you hadn't said anything, I would have just literally gotten up and left.
No crafting. Then I'm gonna recruit.
Would have gone and got some chocolate.
What's that?
Would have got some chocolate to massage the wound.
One move from here to here.
So I want chocolate.
Then I'm gonna move into here.
Alright, we're taking the easy clearing.
Yep.
That's 2 moves. I'm gonna battle.
What
the first straight
what
off.
what did we put into the decree?
I don't have an ambush.
Okay, we put it in the
That's a
second
point
battle.
for me then. And just to make sure I won't break the martial law, I'm just gonna battle the Corvid in here.
Ah, I see. Makes sense. Makes
Do you
sense.
want?
I like how cognizant of
No.
martial law Omnix is being.
Yes. Well, it would never have broken it anyway.
That's my second 0-0 this game.
Oof.
We know whose fault this is.
I am-
Stanley's protecting.
I built the roost in here, and that's 3 points.
So should we do some? I say we. Should you do something about these birds?
What exactly do you want to do about
I
it?
think we should do something about everyone.
That's what I'm thinking as well.
Yeah.
The problem is everyone's getting in my freaking way.
This is the scoundrels.
Let's
Like
make
my
it
torch blows up the whole map,
Like,
right?
I'm not interested in helping you guys because you're getting in my way.
I think I'm moving through by the sounds of it. But, so hopefully I can be out of your hair soon.
Not soon enough.
You could buy
You
mercs.
could buy mercs. I think this would be one of the a very
That's
good
it. I did promise I'd
opportunities.
buy from you, and I will.
We're not buying mercs.
Travel gear.
Oh, I don't think we had a mouse card to clear score with.
2 lizards for 2 points is surely a good deal.
There technically is a trade post we could buy
I
twice.
was thinking.
Fancy.
Okay, we'll go to the address the outcast. It is still a tie, so it's going to be Still mouse.
It is funny how much it has remained mouse.
I always find it very interesting how if it ties, it's just like, we'll stay where we are.
Yeah. Well, it used to not flip if it was a tie.
That's true.
It would, if it was unhated, it would stay unhated of the current suit.
I definitely appreciate that change.
Yeah.
I love how they played Lizards and play testing. It was too good, so they nuked it hard and then released that, and we're like, it's too nuked now.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna. I'm actually gonna pull onto my acolytes.
I'm fine with that.
It makes sense.
I'm a
There's
fan
not-
of hoarding acolytes.
I mean, I'm also, but there's also not much
The
to do
ultimate
with this.
trading post on top of a large upside down warrior is supposed to be somewhere.
No, no.
No,
supposed to be there.
it's a symbol of trade posts which have been cruelly battered from the map.
Mm-hmm. R.I.P.
All right, people, pay attention. I'm only gonna show you this once. We're gonna spend this to.
Distinct lack of mouse cards being drawn by the Lizards.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's making their job harder.
And
Let's go ahead
yeah, this seems like a pivot
and
box for me.
swap out this bird card for this red dominance card. We're gonna go ahead and triple recruit right over here.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Acolyte.
Lizard's having a tough time
This is a
being
warrior.
denied their second
Let's clear it over
clearing
here.
Yeah.
in multiple ways.
No, absolutely. And I mean that also like denies them of a draw, denies them of a lot of
These all
control
come
over their
back.
hand.
Yeah.
It's very, very rough.
Yeah.
But that is true. They are some very well informed Lizards.
I think I should make a guess. I'm gonna make a guess.
Oh.
Corvids, I'm guessing this plot over here with this
Okay.
card.
I guess it's a plot.
Is it an
think it's a snare.
extort?
Let me double check.
Snare would have been my first thought, but we did trick that, didn't we?
We did. Extort would be my first
It
fear
is
as the
not.
Lizards.
Right. Extort would be my first fear.
So I can completely understand going with the fear.
I'll make
over-
another guess.
We had a full hand, so we may as well guess twice because we're going to draw 2 cards, you know?
Absolutely.
And we had
One bunny and
one bunny and
one
one
Is this a
bird.
raid?
It is.
Ooh.
Look at this first.
You may look at the card, of course.
All right. I mean, nothing we haven't seen before, but
I'll take the point.
I'm curious if
I mean, I guess extort because I didn't want you taking another
It was a
in
raid.
my hand, but I mean, here we are. All right, I'm done. I will draw 2 cards,
discard one.
and I need to discard down. Let's discard. Let's discard that dominance card.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I'm done.
Yep.
Thank you for your patience.
So is our general policy a no sympathy removal policy?
Ooh.
You don't
And-
need
and we're
policies for
opting
me.
for the we're
I would
opting for a
argue-
martial law policy.
I would argue that if there is a sympathy in a clearing that already has martial law, knock it out. But if it doesn't have martial law, what are you doing? That's my rule.
I think here is also it's just the punch sympathy. If you're with sympathy,
let's have a
don't
think.
move
Like-
to punch sympathy.
Same.
Right.
Which
That's-
completely
that's my
understandable.
philosophy, at least.
Right. You don't want sympathy to be a 2-for-1.
Absolutely.
Let me have a think about what needs to be done.
Nice to meet you. Turn the heat up.
Just checking where it's at.
Okay. Okay.
I just don't want to be the one in this clearing. I was hoping if I came and sat here for a bit, it might persuade some lizards to prop up here, but apparently it didn't work.
How would I be able to move here? I don't have rule of the clearing.
Sorry?
How would I be able to move here? I don't have rule of the clearing.
I was hoping you might the lizards that arrived here might arrive here instead.
Do a single slot clearing rather than double slot clearing.
It's an
That's
unfortunate side
not-
consequence.
That's not gonna happen. I no.
It was wishful thinking, maybe.
Tilda, no gambling until somebody hits 15. Them's the rules.
Definitely.
I didn't make them.
purchases have been.
I
affected.
did.
Lizards and otters in some kind of good symbiotic relationship? Never.
How could it possibly be?
There's no actual rules. That's just what
Okay,
we do.
I think my first move is going to be to take my big ball of otters, if I can pick them out from in between the lizards, and arrive down here via the ferry.
Okay, lizards are like, thank God.
Draws your card.
Draws my card.
Lizards are like, thank God.
Hooray.
Yeah.
Second action is I think I'm going to battle the birds.
Go on.
Any ambush?
No.
Nope.
Go on. Is this the third 0-0? No.
Oh,
2-0.
I was hoping representation at
Actual
the board.
price action happening here.
Um,
I'm sorry. One moment. What was the fund you used to do that battle
Sorry.
before?
Oh, that's a really good point. Sorry,
fine.
I'm.
Ignore me.
Yeah.
Please be
Okay.
Please.
Is there a good way to do it, or I'll just commit the first one that comes to mind? I will be better at committing and then doing.
That was quite a
actions,
masterclass
I would
that we
say
had yesterday.
You
It was.
committed the least useful
It was.
one, which would in this case would be Corvids, I think, because it locks you out of
Okay.
a trade post.
Yep. That's good for me. In which case, I will commit the second Corvid warrior to battle this roost again. Is anyone going to ambush? Or is anyone? It would be the birds. Okay.
Hey, Squeamish Emu. Thanks so much for the 5 gift subs, man. Also, I miss you.
We miss you very much.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Not quite. In which case, I need to there. Not. Only the lizards had one more warrior in the right place. I would be able to spend them, but not this turn. Sorry, Darthcaboose.
I understand.
I just need the fox.
I mean, I would.
You could have come down here and given them
rules on
rule.
ties anyway. So
Up in this one. Well, I suppose you wouldn't go there, would you? But
Well, instead of coming over to this corner, otters could have come to here,
Yeah, I
killed
think
the Eerie, and then moved out, and then lizards would have a fox
I'll
clearing.
definitely craft
That's
false orders
true.
as well. Always good to have up your sleeve.
It is always good to have a false orders up your
Um,
sleeve.
And then I'm gonna. Definitely not
Sorry,
stay
what
here.
are those?
I'm surprised I didn't
troops
use the
off the
burst to
side
get the
of your
fox
board doing?
clearing, I guess, then.
These are in my funds that I just stuck to the side because I was counting out what I wanted to do with them.
True.
planning.
Sorry, those ones are
Planning
funds.
isn't allowed here.
I will move these warriors up here.
Are you crunching on that cough drop?
No.
You're supposed
Okay.
to suck on those until they go away.
I will. I'm just wondering if I need to battle.
It's
the
too
Corvids
late.
while
I
I'm
heard
on the
you.
way through.
I did take care of one of their tokens, so they'll only get 2
You
points.
did. I don't want to be too mean to them. I don't want to be too mean. But I think I will be helping out with martial law at least this turn. I'll move over here for my second.
All right, electing to be merciful to the Corvids.
And to the lizards.
I'll move over
Yes.
there, committing a lizard warrior, and then. Do you need another acolyte, or shall I save it?
It's your decision.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got plenty. I will probably draw a card for the last one. I was saving that one for a battle if I felt like it, but I didn't feel like it. So I'll draw a card for the last one.
Ooh, League of Adventurous
And
Mice.
That's me done.
Yeah, they even mentioned martial law, and I didn't get a chance to say it. This sets up martial law. It keeps Corvids in the game because Corvids already got a face down plot taken.
Yep.
It gives lizards ruleless clearing. It all around.
It worked out. And I mean, while we
I'm
did
going
slow
to
Eerie,
start out
we
by
also gave them a clearing to
swatting
rebuild
the
them. So.
lizards.
Right.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is garbage in, garbage out, right?
That's fair. Our riverboats is still cheap. Granted, we put the ferry here, so if Erie really wanted to move across the river, they would probably just use the
Let's
ferry.
see what you give back.
How did they get that many cards?
I think we're in the middle of swap meeting.
It's still 7 cards.
We also must have purchased.
Do not have
what?
great things to give you back, but
I mean, that's the point. right?
Exposure.
Thank
Thank you, Katari.
You're supposed to not.
I'm so
be
used to
great
exposure
things
failing,
back.
or succeeding. I mean,
no, I mean, I don't have. They basically are all gonna have a similar outcome. So you know what? I'll do
I see.
that.
Thank you kindly.
I'm trying to find the least painful one for me. All right, so with that out of the way, can't craft anything right now.
we have 1 fox craftable,
Not
or
gonna
1 fox
flip.
crafting piece, 1 bunny crafting piece.
I will recruit. So I'm gonna use this mouse card to recruit.
I'll note before this one was taken out, we had 2 bunny crafting pieces,
Here.
potentially signaling a coins
And
craft.
here.
Quite possible. I find it really interesting that we are
I see you.
Still not
hovering.
plotting.
I don't have any corvids left.
We're recruiting.
Um,
You mean not flipping?
flipping, yeah. That's what I meant.
Well,
And everyone's complaining about martial law. I'm trying to help out. And then I'm going to. All right, so that's my recruit action. Move daylight.
Are you really?
I was going to say that crows seem a little bit
No comment.
thin for being all out, but then I realized we do have 2 on the
I'm
top of the
trying.
board.
Yep. but even then, we're just very spread out.
Absolutely.
Out of the tournament games I've played, this is really one of the most quietest ones.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
I
all
would
deep in
like.
thought, like.
It's
how will I
it's
destroy
cagey at the moment.
you?
I feel like this is the calm before the entanglement.
Like I said at the start, I'm in danger. I need to like actually pay attention.
I don't think the Woodland Alliance and being in danger is really how it works, but
I think
Murder-
OverTheMorrow was
I'm gonna
speaking more
move
to being
here.
as a player.
Ooh.
I think a bit of. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is. Oh. Crap.
Sorry, I didn't
Where
realize
is
what
that
Murder had
I don't know
asked.
if you know that.
Yeah. Murder.
No, I'm gonna
it's an
give him.
outrage.
Now they also
I was,
talking.
I was just wondering that. So the fairy card draw comes before the outrage pay, does it? Or I couldn't sort of remember what
All right,
which
Corvids,
way
you are
around.
not,
I would
you are
say
not
yes.
helping. Corvids, you are not helping
lot.
me with the Woodbound if you do stuff like that. Why? You could have just battled it first before you moved guys in.
I know. I still would have
Yeah,
it
no.
to give it the same card, but
Hey, sorry, did you have a warrior in here?
Yes, he did, and he moved with the fairy.
yeah.
Okay, so that's
Not
only
cool,
one
man.
action.
Not cool.
We have 2 people with 2 O's this game. They are
yeah, so
Darthcaboose and
I'll go
Omnix.
first,
The other
and
3,
then-
Morrow, HatOnTheCat, and Batmaster, are fighting for their lives. Just slipping that into the silence.
I'm gonna plot here.
And that's why I said
No,
that I
I'm
think
gonna
Morrow
plot
meant that he says when he says she's in danger, I think he more means in danger of the tournament, not in danger as Woodland Alliance.
Yeah.
But I also agree that forwards probably should have battled the sympathy before moving in there.
Yes. Unless the goal is to.
I forgot to score my point for removing the roost. Is that something I can add now?
Are you sure you did? I
Yes.
thought you moved it up already.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I'm only
No,
at
no,
4
you're
and I've done
fine.
2
Yeah,
trade
no.
posts.
Fair enough. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry about that. I've been very bad. I'm.
One.
Yeah, unless the goal is to prop up the threat of Woodland Alliance, it's an interesting choice. Yeah, they could stand to pick a stoppable one. Exactly.
So that we can point the blame at someone.
Actually, no,
Play
hold
team
on.
again.
I'll have to update this text every time. So I'm just gonna spawn in a
Hold on.
calculator.
I plotted in the wrong place. I didn't want to plot here. I want to plot here and take this guy away.
We should,
That's a raid.
we should have like a big grandfather clock.
Okay, maybe the plan is just to move these 3 out to here.
And if it gets all the way around, it's like
Maybe.
That's got to be an
Otter
object.
tab,
We have a move, a plot. We have 1 more action before hitting
out.
exert.
Get
That's
him.
true.
That's so good.
And then I'm gonna trick, and that's my
Does this work?
turn.
Nope.
What is this tricking?
We've tricked every turn, right?
We have.
Tricky.
Let me spawn over.
Oh my-
Digital clock, if that works.
What
That
is
just says the
happening?
time.
Yeah, I mean that's.
This is way more effort than it has like any
I
right to
think-
be, so let's just not.
Oh god. Sorry, Batmaster. We promise we're paying attention.
No, it's okay. I'm thinking everything
Did it
got
spawn
messed
under
up
the map?
on the last turn. All right, and then
I don't see it.
Um,
Just control Z again, it'll be fine. I
all right, I'm gonna try to
To return.
I can't watch them do that with a calculator. I can't do
There
it.
we go. Nice little counter. Let's make it a nice, funny otter color like that.
There we go.
Wait, Batmaster, are you done? You do your. Oh, it's
yeah, I'm just discarding. I'm figuring out what I want to put. I was
Apologies.
looking at the.
Corporate planners hitting the discard.
The deck
Did we?
reshuffled?
We must have taken that from the swap meet.
You're right. You're right. Okay, that's what it is. I was
So
like, what happened?
Like a move, a plot, and something
And if we
else?
took that with the
and then I
swap
tricked
meet,
these two plots.
Oh, okay.
does that mean
This
lizards
guy.
use
Super
the
tricky.
coffin makers for the first exposure?
All right, that's my turn.
Or they used corporate planners for the first exposure.
No, because the first one failed.
Right. That's how Corbin's got it.
Oh, that could be. That could also be. That could also be. You're right. You're right. I'm being dumb.
I am well aware. I meant to say that after you said you're right, but then you said I'm being dumb, and I was like, well, that just happened.
Yeah.
No revolts.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Agreed, Bigfoot. An undefended plot is just
And now
broadcasting
if
raid,
yourself
so
one of those crossroads.
so
there's
blatantly.
the option that's probably better, and
But
the
what
option,
if it's
like,
not?
You know, will never be seen again. Like
You're still not going to flip it. I'd have exerted and moved one. You know,
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna craft all three parts.
Make it a threat.
Wait, what? What? What?
Amazing.
What? What just happened?
Lit up.
That's a good craft.
Ah!
Quick! Everyone deploy your sabotages!
I need a recording of me saying that's a good craft.
Coffin makers,
Just
right?
played 3 times simultaneously. Just like the tripled. That's a good craft.
That's a good craft. That's a good craft.
Dun, dun, dun.
But like overlaid, you know. So it's
Oh.
That's why there's a plot here.
so you've got that phasing going
You
on.
should knock it out.
Oh boy.
Cards
I think-
can have
I think Morrow's just memeing with this.
I mean, yes.
It doesn't work.
But
Yeah.
also, this is
Yeah,
fantastic.
you need to actually like type it. Evening actions.
It is thematic. It's true.
I've never seen that before.
Recruit. That's not where recruits come from. Recruit.
Yeah, it's now going to take a lot to remove a base.
Yeah, it's gonna take a lot to remove a base, but also like when Alliance doesn't want to use partisans like that.
For 2.
I mean, half the time partisans is just like a good deterrent in itself.
It is. It is.
It's just like that fear mongering.
one.
And it guarantees that no one else is gonna craft them against you.
Also fair.
Which, you know, they're great for cracking bases. So this guarantees
We
that
need to talk about that kind of
that
thing.
won't happen.
I'll
I'm
recruit
gonna say it
back
again.
here.
Alliance
That's
keeping
what
up
we're
with
here to
us,
talk
that's a
about.
concern. I should say it again.
So we are going to refill draw deck now.
Murder.
You can triple partisans in the Lost City.
Yes. The
You
Lost
get rid of
City
your
is
entire hand.
all suits for all purposes
Little line
at all
on the
times.
map, it says their crafting ability is high. I
That's
agree with the
entirely
assessment.
true.
What?
So you discard your entire hand, but you get 3 extra hits, which could be huge.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna need a second.
So can we like talk about the cards I've picked up? I think I know where Stanley's attention is.
He's
Because
distracted by the deck.
my opening 5 was T, coins, bird, something else. And then I drew the third T, triple partisans.
Stanley's just having fun. That's some really crazy
An interesting
draws.
card.
It is. It is some crazy draws.
I mean, I'm honestly surprised we didn't see. Like, this would have been an amazing game for a Vagabond.
You know,
It would
for
have.
Dolphin Lizards, I would have put these 2 gardens down turn 1 and just probably just crafted both of those teas turn 1, no matter how bad it was.
Fair.
I
am all for a triple partisan woodland win. That's crazy.
absolutely crazy.
I'm also for that not happening because I know what we need to have a semi-sane semifinals next round.
I'm okay with this. It just puts more pressure on a couple other people.
It would ease my anxiety a lot if we had the right things happen.
Okay, let's try then. I'm gonna put the card
No, nothing is
to
rigged
recruit.
unless you bribe me.
In which case, that's when I take over the tournament and throw him out a window.
Now I'm gonna craft.
That is secret information,
and
Pat.
build.
Yes, I'm not telling because I don't want to manipulate things.
Ooh.
Also because
Hammercraft.
Point.
Because we'll jinx it.
Yeah.
I know we will.
And we have a coins in the decree now, I want to point out.
Now for the recruits.
Guerric Partisans does extra damage to whoever would be inconvenient if they won.
And to here. For the moves, I'm gonna move one dude from here. And then 3 right here.
We have 2 battles we have to deal with.
Yep.
We've got lizards, corvids,
I'm gonna
corvids,
battle the sympathy token.
sympathy.
I'm surprised to see we didn't try to keep martial law in that clearing.
I think this is why. Yeah, I don't know.
Is this a nice sympathy to get rid of?
No ambush.
Okay, and do you use the partitions?
After
I
the
will
roll.
not be using partisans.
You roll the dice first before he takes the
Yeah.
decision.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't think he needs to.
My bad.
so you take it, right? The sympathy token. I get a point, and you can look at my hand because I have no mouse cards.
I think you'll have to take it out of your hand for me to do that.
Okay.
His hand zones are just straight up hidden. No peeking.
Well, that's concerning.
Uh-oh.
Would you have liked to see all ambushes?
So
And
presumably
for my
we're gonna...
second battle. I'm gonna battle the Corvid warrior in here.
I will say Erie is
Melee
going to be
ambush.
a little bit hard to stop soon if nothing is done about them.
Well, presumably they're going to build up here.
Yep.
Because they did put a fox recruit. They put a suited recruit into the column.
I'm gonna
Yep.
build in
Meaning if the table wanted, they could get rid of any fox roosts and turmoil the Erie on recruit. Yeah, we have a decent chunk of warriors.
And
So that's 3 points and 2 cards.
off I go.
Staying in hated
All right,
house.
otters. Here you go.
Oh, we're purchasing.
Pick up that dominance card.
Isn't
Makes
it
sense.
like a thing that you should be hitting the otters when you do this?
Not when you're
I
buying it
know.
2. I think prices need to go up to 3. But if it's 2 instead of his 2 instead of my 2, it's kind of like for like. I think.
Oh, not really.
I can see the argument.
Having another player's piece is slightly better.
I can see the argument
It's better.
as
It's
otters.
a small.
Hey,
It's
look
not
at this
quite,
outcast. It's still a tie. Golly gee willikers. All right, it's still a mouse. We're doing some conspiracies.
Good.
Okay.
Right, convenient lie to make us otters. Exactly.
Step numero uno. We're gonna convert this Corvid over here. Please swap him out. Ethan, thank you.
We could actually.
It's gonna be a slow build.
We could
Did you
convert
seriously
one of these,
not
crusade with the fairy
keep
to this
martial law
clearing
over
since
here?
we rule it,
This makes
and
me
draw the
sad.
card. Get an
Yeah.
extra action this turn.
I'm gonna convert all 3 of these warriors
Yeah.
to my type, so I can help maintain martial law. You guys suck. I can't believe I have to do this work for you. I'm a 2-reach faction. I'm trying to.
Okay,
Yuri,
so
please convert your guys.
How many
over
warriors does he
here.
have left?
All right.
3 in supply, 1 acolyte.
If he had 2 acolytes, I would have definitely just crusaded up to the
welcome.
fox and started beating the shit out of Yuri there.
I'd rather
We're gonna get this
gun,
roost instead.
For example,
Makes
than the
sense.
lions, though.
Oh, good point. Okay, I will battle it. You want to play an ambush card?
No.
I definitely don't think that's a bad decision either. I see
let's
some warriors
head
up there.
over
I see 2
to
empty fox, 2 fox
the-
clearings, one's
No.
not empty. I
like
see
some
I
on
see
my
war.
hand.
If we see a
Figure this out.
2 fox cards and a
step
7.
1. I'm gonna swap
3 fox
this,
Right, this is really helping the Eerie maintain their decree, which is concerning.
All right. We will.
Maybe we can convince the otters to do more punching.
For the red dominance card, and let's go.
And again, that's kind
So
of
I'm
why I
gonna-
was like punching the Eerie in that clearing. If they had
I'm gonna go ahead and
multiple
score 2 points.
if they had multiple things, I would be very much for it.
House dominance.
It's an interesting move
Go ahead and
because
build a rabbit garden over here.
it's doing some policing, but it's not a solid
Use this card.
positive for
Please.
us, for lizards.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
We're going to recruit.
Well, it's actually
one
interesting
blue
because if we had enough recruits to actually take out that clearing,
Acolyte.
we would have been able to put 2 guards down and
and we're going to
score it.
play.
this
Right.
turn, So,
Right.
but yeah, this is definitely a bit rough for
guys.
lizards.
There were things we could have done that were more tangible gain for
think-
us.
Absolutely.
You know, we could have secured this clearing. We could have
Take everything back.
gained an action by using the fairy.
Yep.
Okay. So the outcast is Mouse. I'm going to go ahead and
As is, we now have these. We have martial law, which is good, but we have warriors sort of stranded.
Well,
down here.
assuming it'll stay mouse, which it's done all the time, you can still
true.
crusade
I'll
up
make a
from
guess on this
there,
plot over
which
here.
is also good.
It's true. I'm always paranoid. I'm always paranoid of this as lizards
That's fair.
because you do hit your warrior cap
moment.
pretty easily.
That's fair. Is it a raid?
Is it a raid?
Let me double check. It is not.
Called it.
Take it.
I mean, yeah, it was too obvious to be a
Pretty
raid,
much
but at the
makes
same
it safer to hit
time,
it.
you can't flip it.
I will stop guessing, and I'm going to go ahead and craft saboteurs. End my turn. Draw 2 cards. Bleep, bleep, that's all, folks.
That was going to be my guess.
I like the Saboteur's craft.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I will gather funds. No protectionism.
We like
Especially if you
something about this sometime soon, please.
especially if you try and get rid of that fault. Like
this
if you're concerned about that
sometime
false
soon.
orders being used against
I agree.
you.
If you're concerned about another card, if you want to try and manipulate the outcast before it changes,
Yeah.
you
If
can
you
do
want to
that.
get rid of all the partisans.
At the same speed as
Yeah.
lizards are.
A little bit faster. You're also battling for extra points.
It's true.
As am I every now and then, but I don't have
Yeah,
time.
And the
you
Woodland
have-
Alliance are the Woodland Alliance.
And you have
What I
all
will
the
say is,
lizards.
We simply seek liberty for Woodland and its people.
all I say is I took the turn out to have some martial law here, but I don't think I can really be kind of holding off this choke point. We could either try and just surrender it to the Woodland Alliance, and they're faced with this wall of martial law. But I don't think I can really stay here this turn.
All I
So
can
Crows-
say is, please do take out that plot because he does.
I will
have
take out the plot. I will take out the plot.
Here's my only counterpoint to you taking out that plot. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna flip it. I'm only gonna craft coffin makers. You and the lizards both have saboteurs. I'm being honest. I'm gonna craft coffin makers. There haven't been a lot of battles. It's mainly to discourage the Woodland
why would
Alliance
you
for using
force-
partisans.
Oh my god.
However,
Yeah, and
And I mean, you guys could have. Well, I guess not the lizards, but I mean, you could have taken 1 partisans this turn, and you haven't. So
it's an excellent point.
I mean,
But-
remember also that they can't flip it without a warrior there, and they have none. And also they are like,
they
I-
can craft with it. They still can craft.
I like the boldness of the table talk.
Well,
Yeah.
This is the real clincher. Is I score a point if I battle this.
Very true.
So I'm going to battle it. And I'll commit
Alright.
my Riverfolk Warrior, remove it. Is it a raid?
It is not.
I mean, I already guessed that, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
For completeness. Yeah, I don't think I can really be.
I kind of like the idea of being like, hey, I'm going to craft coffin with this
Because it is a
to
face-off
disrupt Wooden
Wooden
Alliance.
Yeah.
And
Part of the problem is it also disrupts otters.
yeah, do I get points in my favor if it was
But it's
me that hit
fun.
the otters? So yeah, so Crows, you might have to be the one to take over martial law in this clearing if we do.
I was like,
There's
I
also
just.
birds
I
do
mean, that's a
well.
little harder because, I mean, my crafting piece was there. I could have easily moved from anywhere with tunnels, but now I can't. So I'm going to
But
have
now
to
you
move
could
from
move from here.
Yeah, but, I mean, that leaves them there with the ferry if they want to.
If the Woodland Alliance want to use the ferry, more power to them, I say.
No.
Going on
Yeah.
their worldwide tour.
World Tour is how the
I
Woodland
mean, I
Alliance
could,
can win on the
I
league
probably
map.
don't want to go through there.
You
and
do not
change
want the
something,
Woodland
but yeah,
Alliance
I
going
think
on
if
a world
anyone's gonna
tour.
be
I
martial
can
lawing here, it might
attest
pass
to
the
this
baton
firsthand.
Crows.
But they do
As
need
far as the area to go,
rule
this is
to
a
use
whole
it, you
other
know.
degree, but I know I sold
But
them the Fox ambush.
It's
at the
sounding
beginning
like
of
they're
the term.
actually saying abandon
So
that
when we
muddy
do
mass
get
clearing,
round
which
to thinking
Right.
about it,
I have.
that should be factored in to any calculations, I think. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend, well, after the battle, the second thing I'm going to do, I suppose, is I'm going to spend these 2 Crow Warriors to get a Fox trade post over here for 2 points.
This is a nice way to get a trade post out in a
I
corner
would have loved to do it with lizards.
and retrieve that warrior before
couldn't.
getting out of there.
I just couldn't.
We're not quite there.
And then we'll be able to craft a
And
sword
one
as
more.
well.
How dare you?
Or Erie
Then
McGee.
I will commit these 2 warriors to. Actually, I mean, before I do that, I'll draw some cards. I'll definitely use these 2 lizards here to draw cards. I should probably commit them one at a time, just for.
Woodland runners.
I will draw another card.
His
Gently
bag.
used knapsack.
I am going to put these 2 birds here to craft the sword for 2 points. Score my 2 points. I will use this lizard cult warrior to put a lizard here.
So the reason I thought
and
Erie
craft the boot.
might be good was just
For a
because
point.
it gives you extra actions,
I need
and
to
extra
discard.
actions are just always good.
Cards as well.
Yeah,
Being
and
said, I don't know how
And
much
then
the
I will use this
Riverfolk
final
wants to
lizard
move
cult
in
warrior
battle.
here. Just
I don't-
to walk my
hate the Erie Emigrate craft here.
fellows
Oh, we
down
did not
to this
retrieve
clearing here.
We
our
did not retrieve our dude.
little otter.
On the Riverfolk tracker. I've already lost it.
Oh, I could have helped you. Oh well. All right. Prices. The prices have got to go to 3. No one's buying at 2 anymore. That's,
Well, I
Stop
will
by,
buy
Rudy.
from you this turn if you keep it at 2.
but if only one person buys at 2, then I might as well have it at 3.
It's true.
But at 3, I won't buy then.
Yeah. As an argument, but I think having the 3rd warrior, is more valuable than just having another person's.
The thing about extra actions for otters is that every action you don't need to spend on a move or battle is an action you can spend on drawing and crafting. So I do support Erie Emigre in the right circumstances, and I think this might be the right circumstance because it's not a super fighty game inherently. Otters are being given the room to throw
I'm
their
gonna
weight
swap
around
me,
and be one of the big men on campus, you know?
That's fair. That's fair.
Woodland Alliance.
In some of these Marauder games, that doesn't get to happen. We see otters, bullied into being a small boy.
Yep.
So, I think this could have been a good time for it.
Good craft sense. I finally understood what that's meant.
Let me give you.
What?
The good craftisans.
Oh,
I was just I was like, what does this mean? I understand now.
There you go.
I'm being silly.
okay. We're both a little slow this morning.
All right.
Going back to bed.
Yeah, I want
So
more
I
caffeine.
am going to
Caffeine will put me back to bed.
False orders. Using my plot up here.
Are we gonna use false orders?
And
Well, true
then
crows are
I
in a
am
lot of the
going
games. This is the first time we've
to-
seen the other birds, so. And Squidmark, the choice was between crows and warlord with this setup, so I'm not sure which would be better here.
1 second. Consulting my notes.
I think they were
Humberto
swap meeting.
Yeah, they were swap meeting.
How to
That are pointless after the lizards and otters take their turn.
Are you actually taking notes?
Attempting to. It's fallen
Notes are
by the
great.
wayside.
No, they say all good note taking is just science in disguise.
All right, I'm gonna flip this plot, which is a bomb. I'm gonna score 2 points for the bomb and
Ooh.
2
2 points for everything that he
the
blew up.
Tokens.
That's
Is
awesome.
an outrage.
Is an outrage. So
It's a good thing otters moved away because we could have false ordered them into that
the
bomb.
pains me to do that.
Honestly, we could have false ordered the some of the toast in there too, but it wouldn't be as effective.
Yeah.
And your token off the board, please.
Oh yes. There we go. And since it is in bird song, I'm going to discard false orders. And I'm going to move these 2 lizard warriors into this bunny clearing here.
Cool.
Ooh.
So
Those poor
there's your
lizards.
martial law.
Those poor lizards. I mean, to be
then-
fair, they were already having trouble. They still control the clearing because of the garden.
Don't think anyone's ever going to let me craft this.
I think the problem is we're
I'm
gonna eat
just
that
going
garden.
to use that to recruit and rabbit clearings.
I think we're gonna eat that garden.
Oh man, those poor lizards. They are not doing so hot this game.
A lot of funds have been given to these otters, Squidmark. A lot of funds.
Yeah,
And not very much punching to police them.
no.
I didn't take the boots when I crafted it. Sorry, I just grabbed the item now.
Ah, fair point.
Squidmark is
Averted
having
chat. Well done.
flashbacks.
And then I am going to go ahead and battle the lizards
Roll the dice.
here in the ambush. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Acolyte.
It was gonna be stuck.
And then I'm going to go ahead and battle there again in the ambush.
Go ahead.
Oof. This is.
There it is.
All right.
All right. So I need to discard a card randomly from my hand.
Get my point.
Like, lizards have been doing really well
Card
keeping
is
up, but the
Robo
problem is this is
Blades.
where everyone starts bursting, and they need everyone to not do that.
Right, lizards.
Okay, that was probably the best card for lizard to lose. It's a bird card.
Yeah, did we remove too many crows there?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And then for my last one, I'm going to
Lizards have been having a tough game. They've not been allowed to get a second clearing. They're really not the one to be worried about in terms of points right now.
Absolutely not.
We could have easily gone after a roost that's just as juicy, you know? And that would have actually been slowing down somebody who is, you know, currently in the lead both on score track and potentially for real.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's between otters and riverfolk, or otters and Erie right now, with Wooden Alliance close behind.
That sucks.
Absolutely.
Coins, 4th T, revolt on top of a ferry.
We're just going for it, and I'm
a raid.
here for this.
It is not a raid.
How many teas have you bought, drawn?
That's you have now seen number 4.
There's
And
only
coins number 2.
4, right?
Is that our last action to plot there?
Did you give me something to... Oh, because you attacked it. That's right. Never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry.
Well, no, because I blew
Or
it
you
up. That's still
yeah,
counts.
revolted. But
I failed to get an
I
officer.
think we did, yeah.
Sad face.
Hey, Batmaster, good call on setting up martial law over here. I'm actually not upset anymore. Although this is a disappointment. Batman,
I
come
don't
on.
know how much the martial law matters if we're next to a base.
I believe in
No.
you.
Actually, the fun thing about this base is it puts
Before last turn, I was sitting at 3.
the supporters
Gotta
back
get
to
on
even,
the
so
board
it
a
might
little
keep
bit.
it in hated
Daylight
mouse.
actions. I will craft the 5th fucking T.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, might have a Woodland Alliance problem.
We do.
We have a Woodland Alliance
best
problem, we have an
kind.
Eerie problem, we have an Otter problem.
Mobilized
Which is not
train.
good for the other two.
No, neither. I choose. No, do I? Yeah, I mobilized twice.
Bigfoot, I don't understand your logic for the roost thing. It was the same number of warriors either way.
Military operations.
Lizards fight back just as well as Eerie do.
Squidward,
could've-
yes, that is all 3 partisans.
It is. And we could have made Eerie less offended by using false orders on them instead of on lizards.
Also, he crafted them all in the same turn
God.
at
I
one
hate
time.
this game.
Oh, you meant the roost was a good choice. Got it.
Because what was interesting is if
This
Corvids had
person's
taken out
getting
the one fox
unfair,
with
I
the bug,
think.
and if Eerie don't replenish that, then
So move,
lizards might be able to take
drop,
out
move.
the base in the bottom. But yeah,
Uh,
Morrow's just going ham,
Nobody's there.
and
Gonna
I
have to
am here
organize
for
them.
it.
Right, exactly, Bigfoot. It's overly punitive on the other faction that's losing. Like, last place hurting second to last place.
Remaining. Move.
For something that you would have gotten going after the leader as well. And then plotting here was just...
Go to
Yeah, I mean, that sympathy...
draw 4.
You could have banked on Wood Alliance not revolting because 3 bases is usually overextending, but the fairy was
5
there.
cards in the deck.
I love that. It's interesting he left
Who said
the
this wasn't a
third base
cursed game?
completely undefended.
It is interesting.
Guess just doesn't care about it. Potentially no
Lizards, I
mouse
have a question
cards.
for you.
What is
Right
it?
now you will have
It's mouse. It's mouse.
mouse.
Yep.
So, are you maybe interested in
Morrow's playing a very interesting game as Wood Alliance.
sacrificing this
Absolutely.
base so that we slow down the Woodland Alliance?
Someone should just go punch it.
I think the plan is for it to get lost and to
Well,
have it
but
back.
the thing is,
Very
there's things.
weakly defended though is a huge problem.
Yeah, they're trying to get
unfortunately, I don't think I
the
have a way
lizards
to
to
get
sanctify it, which makes no sense because it's so undefended.
Outcast control is an
Right.
important concept.
Right.
That is very true.
It is a Fox Recruit Squid Mark, which the table is not yet punished, but we could have started working toward a punish.
What can you do against the Woodland Alliance though is my main question.
Yeah, I'm really far away from the base, and all the others are greatly
I mean,
covered. So,
I think that you're pretty close
I
to the
mean,
base. But
you're right here. I don't.
yeah, but I have no ferry.
The ferry's literally next door.
You could
Okay,
buy
but-
riverboats.
But you're right here.
There it is.
I'm just gonna keep clicking on that. You're right here.
I mean, also the ferry's only
What
one
do you want me
away
to do with
from
those warriors.
clearing they're in.
Well, I
Yeah, but you can only use the fairy
what
once.
you're trying to
Right,
say.
no, but I'm saying you
Please
just
be
move
aware the
over,
answer is
ferry
never
over.
feed the otters without punishing them.
You just need to put one more and move.
The problem is you have to also outrule the
I mean,
otters
if
here,
you're going to hit me after buying,
Ah.
please don't buy. I'll actively encourage you not to
which you
buy
can do with
after
enough
this.
moves.
Hey, Corvids,
That's-
how about
taking
you
from up
destroy
here.
this base then, huh? That's 2 free points for you.
If we're worried about this one, I think I'm in the best place,
Yeah, that's
To-
fair.
to
Otters
move
is
over
probably in the best place to
and
take
deal
care
with
of
it.
Oh, yeah.
So birds,
Oh,
you
yeah.
could look at kind of one of these bases over here if you needed and wanted to help.
Hey, Gorky, thanks so much for the 10 months.
It's been a
Okay,
while.
so
Since we've seen Gorky.
let's.
I think we saw Gorky somewhat
Are you
recently.
crafting anything this turn?
No. I'm
Potentially.
not.
I see. So I mean,
That Giga Scoundrel is Stanley, the
unless you
spiritual
somehow
scoundrel.
overdraw and-
I
it's
discovered
some
when I was playing a
interesting
game
way.
Yeah,
yesterday
that's
that I've
possible because I have
unconsciously
5
named all the lizards
cards
Stanley
in
as
my
well.
hand, and I draw 2.
Too many Stanleys.
Everyone's named Stanley.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he went
But you can definitely punch these sympathy tokens.
No, the door
to
on the
block
left.
them.
Not really interested in that.
Don't you
I
want
wanna
to
play
stop
that
them
game
from
soon.
going further away from here?
The remake's
I
coming out soon.
understand.
Oh, is it?
Maybe
Yeah.
you should
When's that coming out?
establish martial law over here.
Soon.
Cool.
How about that?
427
Yeah,
as I
you could
recall.
I really hope to build a roost there actually.
Perfect. You should.
Stanley
do that
was
and
employee
put 3
427,
warriors there.
so it's coming out
Sounds like a
for
great deal.
27.
Sounds like something you can do this turn.
That might be quite difficult with 8 in the.
2 birds, 1 stone, or a bird and a roost for 1 stone.
Guys, you know you have a problem with Lizard Cult is the one establishing martial law.
I don't have any problems.
I don't think we've gotten our tracking yet, have we?
Nope.
Yeah, it's Lily's tracking.
Downfall, good sir.
I knew that going in. I'm
Burke hasn't
already
said
like
anything to me.
past the rounds I think I'm reasonably expected to be staying in for, so
Yeah, only 1 copy this time. Not making the same mistake as Oath.
To be fair, Oath was a last minute thing.
Yeah.
This one we actually could plan around.
Yes, this one we actually planned around.
We're able to plan around.
Okay, then
I mean, that means you didn't really get it, Murder.
let me try doing it like this.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks.
Okay, buffing up our move in battle.
Interesting, interesting.
Really taking advantage of the fact that we are the only coin faction at the table,
I'm gonna
you know?
Yeah.
recruit
And
twice
the militant
here,
faction.
But the
then
question
twice
is, who do we
here.
go after? Because if we go after the Otters, Otters can't take a beat. Woodland Alliance.
Right.
We
But
could
they
go-
also are the biggest
Oh,
threat
no.
But we
to
could.
us.
I mean, we
Here.
could potentially go after both.
In here, definitely, but
I think we're setting up to go after the base.
Well, that was 2 moves.
No, that's
That's 2
when
moves.
we were down a move then. Are we just gonna camp on the coast?
Potentially.
It does have 2 free cardboard, and then we
3.
could. What?
It's a trade post.
It's not free. There's warriors.
Oh, right. I mean, I think that. Yeah. Okay.
And then we could bop the otters was the rest of my sentence.
That's fair.
Okay,
That's
one
fair.
more.
Sorry, I saw the trade post and didn't see the otters because they weren't adjacent to each other, so
I
my brain
understand.
just like
One more,
disconnected them
it's
entirely.
an outrage.
It is an outrage.
yes,
It's outrageous.
Are you battling me?
Give him a bird card if you
Please,
can.
me then.
Give him a bird card.
Okay, I'm gonna battle the extortion.
4 corvids.
Okay.
Is that their last plot?
That is their last plot. They
Lose a
no longer
warrior.
have any plots. on.
No, it's
No, it's
It's only face down. Let's have the.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
This is the time where I might be talking to
That's right.
lizards, being like, "Hey, can I hide in your garden territory to like
I'm gonna battle the river folk.
exist?"
Now,
I
what
think-
I will say is there's a point here, firstly, but secondly, I'm on a Woodland Alliance mission. So if you're taking me down,
You heard that? He's on a Woodland Alliance mission. He's working for me. Hit him.
an anti-Woodland Alliance mission, maybe I should phrase it. So if you take me out, you kind of take out the opportunity to, maybe even lose 2 bases this turn. I have false orders, so do the lizards. We could move both of these warriors off the base, and then I come
I
in and
don't
take
have
both
false
of them
orders.
out. Sorry?
I don't have fossil.
Oh, sorry, you have the saboteurs. Well, I have the false orders, so I could move, one of the warriors out here, take out both. I have the saboteurs to deal with the partisans. If you take me out, then, I'm looking at you
You
instead
are
of
fighting
the
into
Alliance.
guerrilla war.
I mean, this is the first time we've seen the Eerie in round 3. People
I mean,
might not have
I would
a
really happily
fear of them at this point.
destroy
I
this
don't think anyone's forgotten
No,
how good Eerie is.
I don't think so either.
And I can't really go back with my plan. So
You
even
can.
though
I mean, you
don't-
can. But
even
you've
though
got
it
you've got
sounds
2
really
battles.
convincing, I can't really change it right now.
But you could hit a corvid up here, maybe even a lizard. It doesn't
No,
have to be in this
that's-
clearing that you battle.
No, I'm sorry. I really have to battle you here at least once.
I mean, if you do, it takes out the opportunity to lose 2 Woodland Alliance bases, and they're currently leading the pack.
He can just recruit back there and attack anyway. It's not a big deal. I think I'm going to I would say just
I'm
go for it.
leading the pack from seat 2. I've had a turn more than you.
You're also the Woodland Alliance, though.
So
And this is a factor we should consider.
Eerie does
I
want to
understand
lose warriors. They
that,
don't need to,
I'm
but they
a
want
easy
to.
target.
I have triggered 0 outrage this game. You guys are just walking all over, feeding him cards.
I am also in this boat of the zero outrage.
We also have a nice little buffer of the lake and the corvids and the otters away
Being
from.
stationary is not an achievement if you just spend all your time sleeping on hot rocks.
In the act
boy,
of doing this, you've opened this up for them to spread.
Evolving
It's like,
fast.
We hit the entanglement.
I would say, Eerie, if we're going to do anything about the Wooden Alliance, it can't involve the Riverfolk and the Eerie board wiping each other. And it's not going to be board wiping, but you know what I mean.
I agree. You should punch him at least once, but more than.
I think me coming into a clearing with 2 Alliance warriors is going to punch me more than enough.
Remember, you can always recruit in a lake clearing. You don't have to move in. That's a good way to avoid giving more sympathy. All right.
It's true.
You could hypothetically have recruited here and attack. I mean, obviously, it's.
Definitely. But you know,
I like
if I'm spending warriors to recruit, I'm not committing them to battle.
Well, I don't think you will pass on those 2-3 points anyways. So
it's more that do I have the stuff to go and get a second base, which is currently very possible, but not if I have no warriors.
Can I roll then?
Yeah. If you're battling me, you can roll. No ambush.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
Oofta.
Question is, do we finish the job or do we pivot to Wooden Alliance?
That is the question. The problem is, like, you can talk all you want, but I'm still gonna do it. So.
Was that all 3 of your battles, by the way?
No.
That was second.
I see. You have one more. Okay. I would encourage you to punch a sympathy, although I understand you don't like to lose cards in your hand.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, it did sound like the card in hand is important.
All I will say is if it's a bird card and you give it to him, I am going to sanctify this thing over here. He's going to lose any bird supporters he has.
Why are you sanctifying?
If you're concerned about that.
Stop doing this.
Unfortunately, that card is important for me, though.
All right. Just the problem is you can spread from there, and that's painful. Painful.
Okay, so I'm just gonna battle because I have to. Yeah, Riverfolk again.
Battling. Okay, I think the first battle was fine, but if I'm board wiped, I really can't do anything about.
I don't know what you mean,
So
Katari.
let's say I leave those 2 warriors there, okay? What is your plan for your turn?
You do not have
So
to negotiate.
as it stands, my plan is to come over here.
Let
Sorry.
him talk.
Yeah, sorry. So as it stands, my plan is to potentially be removing both of these bases here. And that was a plan with 5 warriors. I'm now down to 2. That plan never happens if I have 0 warriors. Certainly I can recruit, but every recruit that I make is a battle I don't do.
Okay.
Okay, then listen to me.
I'll polish off anyway.
The reason why I want to battle you is that I also have very limited amount in my supply.
No, I understand, but you could battle the corvids here.
Yeah, so listen, if you
Battle the
give me
lizards.
back my 2 warriors that you have on your board, and you keep your word with destroying the bases of the Woodland Alliance, I will let you sleep this turn.
You will allow me free passage.
Yeah, and I will battle somebody else. So that's 2 points for you. Actually 4, because you also have to spend them on a trade post. But you gotta keep your word. If I see those bases not gone, and
Well, I'm taking care of one of them, so...
Yeah, well, that was my other point was going to be, we'll get to that, but I could probably make that deal. I don't feel good about spending the warriors, but it's not giving you the extra turn. I suppose you could probably remove them yourself. But
Yeah, I also don't like this at all.
okay then. So
I guess I don't have much choice. Yeah, I can.
I think it's a mostly toothless.
If
deal?
it's against me and board
What do you
wipes,
mean?
I think I'm.
Well, because it's like I won't do. I'll make a different choice now
Okay,
if you
this
promise
front
to
alliance stopped a bit because they
non-bindingly
are
do things in the
equal,
future.
they are in the lead.
Yeah, that's what I've just been saying.
That's a huge concern, by the way. If this
That's,
is not
I'm
rolling out
the
of
one
red
saying
right
here
now,
we
I'm
should
like,
stop the Woodland Alliance. You're saying no, I'm going to board wipe you, and then I say
No,
don't board wipe me, and now he's saying
they have 3 bases. They're drawing 4 cards a turn. Ah!
I mean, you could always give the
Madness.
lizards another acolyte if you battled there.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, sure. Go for it. I don't mind. I promise I won't ambush you.
No, I'm actually going to
Right, Katara. Like the damage is already done.
call it.
All right.
I'll have that
Do you
game.
want
it.
to ambush me?
No.
Wait,
Well,
why
hold on.
not?
Let him roll the dice.
How you're rolling?
Okay,
Oh.
you can take them now.
It's both of them.
So I'm gonna build the roost in here.
Oh, was that a 2-0? or a
yeah. So
1-0?
the other warrior goes as well.
Blue 0. Oh, I didn't even see that one on the
Yeah.
on the
There's a
little
camo pro.
the roof.
Okay, I can finally get my 3 points for roost.
Hey, chat, you should gamble on me.
Yeah, I generally think you
We
should.
are
I was
gambling
going
at
to
the end
say
of this round.
if nothing else, at least it's gamble round. So
I say that like someone hasn't been demanding
Right.
it already.
so
I cannot purchase
Lizards.
anything from you. Unfortunately.
Lizards, I was going to say, yes, that's true. If you sanctify this now, I will have to, as in, if I'm the one to
Can't
do
move
it,
out of
I can
there.
spend the
Right.
bird card removing this sympathy, which I feel like we wanted moved. Yes.
Yeah, that
I can. If I'm able to do this currently, I'm going to have to spend a bird card to do it. So if I'm able to clear this base, that bird card can definitely go.
Yeah.
The trouble is, I might not be guaranteed to get this base. So even if I, do spend it here, if I'm not guaranteed a base removal on my turn, there's a chance he has this bird card, and it's likely he can probably get a good number of spreads through down the bottom of the map since there's no bird martial law.
This is interesting hearing otters telling them don't
here
sanctify.
right now, courtesy of Batmaster.
It's true, but we have,
this is a
we
huge
have.
concern.
It's a weird sanctify anyway.
Down here.
I definitely wouldn't agree with it. I mean, honestly, with
here's what I'm gonna,
with it
I'm gonna
equal
kind of
staying
propose.
in
I'm gonna
mouse-
sanctify the space because I need to, and I'm gonna move these warriors over here.
I would have gone up and punched the
And,
eerie.
I'm going to continue.
I still want to
policing,
punch
even
the
though I'm
eerie.
not- Seems like a plan. All right, let's do it. So,
I mean, the Eerie are still a problem.
The eerie is still definitely a problem, and we have
and we're
3
going
battle
to,
potentials.
I'd like to apologize to the Incregula for the lack of still Lizards wins. I'm sorry. I would have picked them.
I mean, I could go for the selfish play of like actually
Yes,
attacking
beat the
here.
shit out of him.
it.
Do
but
it.
That doesn't stop.
Wait, how do you attack there? It's not.
I have it's about
Crusade.
Crusade.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Oh, yeah,
crusade
but-
out of the martial
I-
law.
Always forget how Crusade. Well, martial law doesn't matter here anymore, does
Yeah,
it?
it's true, it
It's
doesn't
already
matter.
down.
Yeah.
Beat him up.
So guys, I am aware I have a Fox recruit, and remember I haven't spent my Fox ambush yet, so I don't think lizards want to fight me there.
You are, if I can just say a moment, you are causing more problems than you're helping. You are leaving these clearings open for the Woodland Alliance to come in, and you're also in the lead as well. I am sorry. I don't think you have that level of authority you think you do right now.
I'm just warning you about losing so many warriors without getting them into acolytes. I think you would be really.
I mean, honestly, lizards are low on warriors anyway. I would do it.
Start with that for a point.
What are you doing?
I don't like that sanctify at all.
Matching supporter cards and half your officers.
Are we trying to go tall or something? Is that what's happening?
I think
There were no matching supporters.
I think Darthcaboose is giving up on going wide because he's getting hemmed into
There was a
mouse
reason
only
that
so
I
much.
defended.
I think we could have
I think this
used
would've
all
been a
3
great
actions to
chance
crusade here
Agreed.
and done some real damage to Eerie.
I think that would have been a fantastic choice. And like, if depending
So,
on
you
where
know
we
we
were at the
can
end of this
spread in
situation,
here, right?
after your
You could
otters
just
go,
hide this
crows could
open.
potentially take out the other 5
Actually,
space
hang
and
on.
make the eerie
So-
turn well.
Yeah, I've just realised. Obviously, if this has got a garden here, yep, I can't move through it unless I remove the garden.
That's fine. I obviously.
If you're happy for
I've
me
been
to take the
there.
garden out, then that's
I mean,
fine.
that has been stated.
Okay.
It is done.
Why
Sorry,
would
I
you?
missed
I
that.
don't
I just wanted to check that you were
understand.
fine. I'll have to.
You can't go through the. Why would you put a garden just down to lose it? You're not getting an extra point out of it because it's not crossing the threshold. What's happening?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I am very confused right now.
Yeah,
I don't
forward.
understand the point of that sanctify, and I see so much points in being completely just blood-soaked lizards.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay, fine, I will establish martial law over here.
Yeah, we're just going tall and mouse. We've given up on going wide.
Okay, I guess we're gonna get one extra
Like,
point.
he's-
No, we don't even
He's
have
about to start up on the 4 points a turn level.
don't even have the
I
cards
know.
to put down another freaking.
I mean, he has an ambush card. I'm not sure what I can do. All right, we're gonna start things off.
You
We're gonna
can
swap
lose the
this
2 warriors.
for
You
a dominance
have
card.
plenty
We're
of
gonna
warriors.
score the
You
dominance
understand?
point.
You have to like get the ambush played to hit someone.
Yeah, like 1, we're gonna think through it anyway. 2, getting warriors back isn't necessarily a bad thing because you're already running so low on warriors.
Okay, so you're suggesting I don't keep up in
Oh no, I'm just saying,
score.
as long as the ambush is there,
Thank you.
you have to like get into. He has to be forced to play it at some point.
I don't want to blow into the mic.
I guess that
I
makes sense.
understand. So why should it be me to be the one to do it?
I don't know. It's your turn.
I understand. I'm not in the lead. Woodland Alliance has a very high scoring ramp, so does the Eerie, so maybe someone else should deal with that. Okay, I'm gonna use this card to recruit one over here. It's now 6 to 5.
I'm extremely passionate about lizards, if that wasn't obvious.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a garden down.
I'm also a lizard, so your first statement was also correct.
And then this last card will be a lizard over.
Right, seeing the lizard hand, I disagree with this so much.
That's it. I'm done.
I knew the
Take
lizard
my
hand.
card
I
back.
knew he had a ton of foxes. I thought maybe he had 2
Evening
mice
time,
to maybe get that
taking
3rd
cards
point
back,
out of it, but
crafting,
I don't understand
using
why he
matching-
believes he needs
I
this
don't have anything
over
to craft.
getting
I'll just draw my
1
2 cards
point for the
and my turn.
Sanctify, over getting potentially 1
Okay.
point from the Roost, and then 2
yeah.
extra points from
I think this is the
controlling
only
a
base that I
fox.
can really get.
And policing
since
both of the
there's no
leaders,
hope of me
because
moving out of this
otters
game.
have already pledged to police this.
Right.
I want to think if I want to sabotage.
Yeah, he's still building in Fox. He put
the,
1 building in Fox. This doesn't make
Fox partisans as
you
well.
need to remove that unless you're trying to sanctify it. which-
Right, this would have been the turn to turmoil the birds and remove the Woodland Alliance base. We already had a little bit of punching against the otters done. We could have then followed up and done the rest of the punching against otters, and then we've policed all 3 leaders, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like the entanglement has gone
Large part
wonky.
of me wants to go and whack some
Hey,
bugs.
Grisula.
Hi-ho.
Since they're
Gargula, my
really
soul is
shifting
in
the-
pain.
The Woodland Alliance
Oh, I
challenge
left my
to
HUD
other
on.
people.
Oopsie.
That is true, but
But
they do
Who
have
is
a very
Burb?
high score
Omnix.
Omnix.
yeah,
Whatever.
Omnix
I think
is
the
weird.
Woodland Alliance is a more immediate threat.
I think the
You
could
Burbs
do
are a
both
very
if
immediate
I
threat
can
that
propose an
nobody's
alternative.
caring about.
How would
I'm
you
happy
like-
if you want to recruit one guy here and just hit the mouse garden. I mean, just to prepare for next turn. All I would ask is if you please hit the sympathy.
I will, don't worry, I will.
That's a huge problem.
This was the thing of currently I only have the bird card. There's no guarantee I would draw a bunny card.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I give a bird card, I have to take a bird card. And without an easy base, it's going to sort of take my turn to get there.
But we know he
Woodland
doesn't have
Alliance
any mouse
lost
or,
all of their stuff for their
bird cards
base,
right now.
right?
All he has is bunny and
I
fox
didn't actually
cards,
pay
I would
attention to
assume.
that.
I didn't pay attention either.
Those are the
Yeah, they
options,
did.
yes.
No cards.
Question is,
though.
do I save the full
Wow.
size?
Yeah, none of the
Do I save
cards
full size
were-
for birds?
But I mean,
Do I
they
use
left
them
that
now?
undefended, so I
The
assume
Woodland
they
Alliance.
didn't have many
It's
mouse.
it's more that none of them are birds.
Because 2 warriors versus 1 alliance warrior is a big
I
difference.
know, like, you are inherently disinclined to listen to anything I say,
Gamble at the end of the round, yeah.
but
Not everything, but most
you
of
have
it.
so few funds that, like, even if you're fighting to 1 alliance warrior, I don't think you can reliably accomplish anything.
Batmaster.
Because, like, you need to move across, you need to hit the garden, you want to hit my sympathy, and you need to probably recruit.
I mean, that's 3.
Batmaster, Morrow, and HatOnTheCat are fighting for their
Be
lives.
told.
No,
And by the way,
Batmaster's
don't
not the
worry so
2-0.
much about
It's
his,
Omnix and
partisans.
Darthcaboose.
You want him to force him to lose cards from his hand? Then perfect. Let's recruits he has to get his officers count back up to 4, and yeah, I mean it's daunting, but it's not the end of the world.
Whether not birds. What?
I think I'm not going to be saboteuring.
I think,
I don't know
given
if
the
I'm being
table's
false order.
table talk, I think people are going to let the birds go for too long, and then it's going to be too late. And then I like putting birds together with more birds.
Yeah, I think this base is looking increasingly more difficult to get to without sacrificing everything for it and probably coming out with nothing.
Like, remember, if you go in on this base, do you think you actually win the game from there?
Rose, where are you feeling like your policing is going to be this turn? Because I think we're all at the stage where policing is going to be. I will say, though, policing from last place is brutal.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you wanted to use your false orders to move maybe out of this, like I already have a warrior in this bunny clearing here. You
Right.
take one out. I mean, I can't guarantee that I'd
That
win the
feels
roll
just
if I
worse than
recorded
just
there, you know?
Using the false
I've
orders to
always
attack my
been-
fog space, to be
Oh!
honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the flip side of what I'm.
Otters can get there
Such a big turn. Do I take
by
out the
placing
Eerie
a
on one of their
trade
fox
post,
clearings, or
because
do I
they do
take
have
out a fox
lizards.
base? Sorry for thinking, but I feel like it does matter at this stage who we go for, and it's really just a case of where does the table want to look first. I mean, birds, I can save you a turn if you promise to help, but currently I've not been given very much reason to.
I mean,
Not
your
go for
reason
this.
is the truth we had, I hope.
I said I'd spend the warriors. I didn't say I wouldn't, take out a base, a roost as well.
Bigfoot, you say that. There's a garden here and a garden here.
No matter what
Sure,
deal
we
they
can
make.
kill this garden,
That's
but
also true for
that
the
means we have to stop and
allies.
kill the garden.
Also,
Yeah, but I'm not trying.
Either way, we have to get through a garden to get to a
Where you
base.
see me.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
really understanding
and
why
because
you are
I don't think we
thinking
really
like
got
those
anything
5
from that
points
Sanctify that we
for
couldn't have gotten through
sympathy,
Crusading.
One base, one garden, or like
really
nothing, or one turn.
But these two are
dislike
definitely
that garden
going.
placement.
And this one, it's just whether
It's just all liability,
or
you
this
know?
base.
Well,
You don't want to lose your
yeah,
actions
we'll
for
have
next
really
turn just to
hard
get a
time
point.
destroying
When
Right.
you could get a
Birds are
point.
Very confident.
Honestly, you
that
could have
giving
gotten 3
5
points with the other direction.
will
Right.
accomplish nothing
Assuming the
if you
roll
don't
was
sacrifice.
right.
And again, like,
I think
people had committed to doing that already.
Right.
So
it's a very
mean,
tricky game. This
you-
this old root thing.
I mean, sure, you can leave those points on the table and then just Corvid's gonna mop them up in the next turn.
I think Erie's not going to get policed now,
I
and
agree.
Erie needs to get policed.
It was
Yeah,
interesting that I do think that it was like the lizards had the
Who
perfect
cares about
opportunity
the
to
few points
police
to
Eerie,
compensate?
Okay,
and
here's how I feel. So,
especially because it's
Crows,
one of their biggest
you're
clearings,
saying that you will
biggest defended
take out
clearings in a
one of
suit
these
that they
two bases.
absolutely need.
Right, you could have had 3 Crusades, which would have been rough, but probably could have gotten through this, or at least opened it up for someone else. Or you could have definitely gotten this one, you know?
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
that can be my
I do think that they
contribution
would have been
that
able to get
battle.
through that battle one, especially because at the end of the day,
Okay.
it could
Which
get
I
you
mean,
something that you wanted anyway.
I
Right.
already have.
Because like it's twofold. It gets you
This one's
potentially-
riskier, but gets you something you want.
Yeah, that one's riskier, but it
But
gets
you
you 3
already have a
points
warrior
instead
here
of just
where you're
potentially
cruising.
1.
Because
Especially with having 3 fox cards in hand.
Right.
Sorry, I'm still very.
This is
upset about
maybe a
that
better
lizard.
base for them to be left with. It's more kind of isolated down here.
Yeah. I'm looking at my hand, and if I have to move from the fox, if I have to recruit in fox
I
to
did better
guarantee
this
that
time.
I'll
You
have
did
3
better this time.
warriors, and then I have to move in there, there's a chance I'll have to give them a bird card.
Buy a fox card.
Don't.
true.
Don't start on that.
No, I mean the conversation currently is I don't have enough funds to do things. I think the buy is probably coming now, where you've not bought from me long enough that I now need to. Okay, so I will commit the false orders, and whichever you think is the better for the Woodland Alliance, we can do. Which one would you prefer? This is the better base, I feel, to leave them with, since they're faced with a.
Yeah, leave them with the bunny base then.
Okay, I will false orders this warrior over here.
Could you move him up here so he doesn't have an easy whatchamacallit?
Organized.
Yeah, so it depends on whether we want him to have the easy organized or the more defended base.
Well,
If you're not going to take the base out
fight
anyway,
this
then
base
just
anyway.
defend it.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's a good
We'll
point.
give him a free.
Yeah.
Orders,
Okay.
yeah.
In which case, now I can gather my funds. Hopefully, the turn will be quick from here on out, or quicker from here on out. Thank you for bearing with me.
Oh, good.
Okay, I'm going to spend a fund to recruit over here. I will.
I would have put down the trade post since we would have gotten the otter anyway, but that's just me.
It comes down to our actions.
Yep.
Yeah. I will. That's not the right suit. I will spend these 2 Lizard Cult warriors here to
Okay,
recruit
ruin both.
on this base here.
Okay, now I'm just lost.
So long as I'm not seeing. No, actually, I can go for this one here.
There we go.
There you go.
So that's 2 points. I will craft League of Adventurous Mice.
I like that too. I like that
And
too.
I will do that with a Lizard Court Warrior.
Unchosen
Use
faction was
the
Warlord.
to battle the.
Choosing between Warlord and Crows in this
Yeah,
setup
I will
is
battle the
always
Garden.
rough. Although I will say, I still do love this color combination.
It's points. I'm sorry.
We agreed to this. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you do the card. Corvid Planners. At least it was a fine one for you to lose.
It's the third time we've seen Corvid
Sympathy removed.
So second time we've seen Corvid
This
Planners
sympathy here.
discarded.
I mean, I have no interest anymore, so
You have no interest. Okay, I will battle this sympathy here for a second action. I will commit a lizard for that. This sympathy here was that, and oh, you're taking the bird card. I see.
Yeah.
Cool. I will commit this fund to move these 2 warriors
We are not spending the Eerie.
over here.
Are we not going for the base?
No. We're leaving it to the Crows.
Oh, I missed that part.
Yeah, birds. I was gonna pay those, but I think I can't. You're not giving me a reason to spend the warriors. I can look at spending them later on, but how are you doing for warriors? Actually, probably fine.
There's a lot of things that have happened.
Someday we've got to eat the ambush.
That feels really nice.
well, it's a fox, but
Yeah.
I figured this will make you less in pain by
I can do
focusing
one
the pain
battle.
somewhere else. Using it as a scratching
But I
post.
don't want to. So I will.
just draw.
I will draw. Yeah, I think is where it's looking. I will draw a card.
Oh no! Don't leave your army with the
Could someone
with the
reshuffle
Eerie.
They're gonna beat
please?
the crap out of you.
And then I will use these 2 funds to craft the sword
Crafting another sword.
and score 2 points.
I mean, I like scoring points.
I'm
It's
excited
a
for
very
the
long
bloodshed
turn.
that's
Thank
about to
you for
happen.
going with me.
Why did we move and group up if we were gonna just?
No problem. I am going to.
Non-trading post points.
All right, start of round 6. Let's
gonna
get that
swap
bed
you.
going.
All right. Do I still agree with it?
Yes, you do.
Would you like the bag?
Yeah. All right. Gambles live.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Gambles
take
live,
that one.
everyone.
I guess I'll take that one. And then I will give you.
We bought the last card. What was it again?
It was a bag.
It sounds right. I don't remember.
It was an item, and I remember it either being a bag or a
giving
boot.
you.
But I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He swap meted.
Oh, it's what we did.
Giving up some master engravers.
Wait, what?
That's
Look, if you saw my hand, that's the best option I can give him. So
I want your hat.
maybe some lots of warriors can buy that from him before his next turn.
yeah. Who's that?
So
Lizards don't have any because they're still with the otters.
Eerie
They
aren't
don't
gonna
have
do it.
any because they're still with the otters. This is hilariously dumb.
not craft because I don't have any plots. I don't have any plots to flip.
I agree. This game is giving me a little bit of heartburn.
I am going to recruit.
I don't understand. This game is upside down world.
I love every minute of it, but I also hate every minute of it.
Me and Bizarro.
Then I will move to daylight. I'm gonna move Corbin Warrior.
We're doing it.
Here,
We're doing it.
and I will.
Absolutely outrageous.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, I'm surprised that crows are policing from last.
Remember when we could have locked Wooden Alliance into this corner with a snare here and martial law out the butt over here?
Yeah, I remember.
Remember
that.
those days?
Those are good
Any
days.
ambush.
I choose not to play an ambush.
Okay.
Okay, the 1 was the main thing.
Hold on.
Using partisans.
Are you gonna have 2 partisans?
My dream of snares.
Uh,
For sure.
it's a complex decision.
Yeah, unless your hand was like all fox, I wouldn't do it.
We did it.
It'd be one thing if you were like hurting one of the factions in the
Wait,
leaders.
how many cards are you discarding then?
you did.
Yeah, you only.
Oh,
pick one
yeah,
out,
that's
not
right.
two.
Oh, never mind. Okay,
That's
no, we
right,
didn't. Okay,
That's right. All right.
I got.
I thought I heard him say no. Heard them
And then
say.
I saw 2 corvids
Go
ago, so I
again.
wasn't sure when I.
Oh,
Oh!
Harsh.
Only one.
so it's just the one piece which is being removed here.
Yep. Which one are you removing?
I've seen the base.
I will take the hit for base.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bite the bullet. Ooh, prop bureau.
A lot of bunny cards left in the
Yeah, lots of bunny
Borders.
cards left. Can we take advantage of that?
Yes.
All right.
We don't have this anymore. Oh, we're here. We're still here. Yeah, we could go there.
We have 3 too.
Yeah.
And that
And
breaks
you
the
know
martial
what?
law.
Yeah.
I am going to.
Oh wow, the gamble's tied up right now. I
It's perfect.
just realized I hadn't looked at the gamble at all.
No, we still have a minute left, so we'll see what happens.
Other card, I don't think.
I think less than a minute.
Yeah, it's probably less than a minute at this point.
Almost exactly a minute.
Hey, it was a minute when I said it was a
That's what
minute.
I'm trying to. That's what I'm thinking. That's my last
Okay,
thing.
just
I'll
abandoning
move
the,
there.
not taking out the sympathy.
So now we have martial law here
And not
here,
plotting.
down here, and here.
Well, because we moved, battled, moved, and we
and
could
over
not
here.
physically take another action.
No,
It's interesting how corvids are probably the most action-locked
then-
faction.
Well, we could have plotted because we know they're not going to revolt here.
That's true.
I think.
I'm not gambling on this curse.
Need good, right?
Hang on, guys. Just gonna
Yeah.
disappear for a sec.
I'm just trying to figure out where I want to.
Oh my goodness, somebody just shot up the gamble.
Well, only seconds to spare.
You know what?
Yeah, I do think I would have preferred the plot over the move because, yeah, the crows aren't gonna.
Yeah, you know Wood Alliance can't revolt here because you just killed the base there.
Absolutely.
They don't have the cards for it. You're before that, like, there's no opportunity to lose that plot from the Wooden Alliance.
Box clearing up here.
I do wish we could have a prediction with 5 outcomes instead of just.
I know,
2.
I do too. I do
Like,
too.
damned
If
you
I
do,
could
if you don't.
lobby Twitch for one thing, it would
So
be,
up here.
multiple option
Options.
bets.
Yeah, the plot is guaranteed to go off unless otters are actually insane.
Right.
But I mean, I wouldn't put it past this group to be real. Why are we? How? How is that possible?
How's that possible?
We can't have done that.
What? What?
No revolt, shockingly.
What?
Spread sympathy through martial law up to here.
Yep.
I'm quite lost.
Help me.
I keep wanting to say go to combat, but that's completely
Push you
the
out of the
wrong key.
game.
Corvids took an extra action.
Yeah, because they moved, battled, moved, plot, which is 5, which is
Daylight.
physically impossible for the corvids.
Yeah. We don't have any extra action cards to do this with.
No. Pliskin, the corvids
Craft
moved
a
down,
boot,
beat
send
up
it
the
back.
base, and then went left.
Yeah, abandoned it.
Abandoned the
Yep.
base. Ooh, double crafting.
Great for Wooden Alliance, terrible for Otters.
Yeah.
We hit them down.
Otters
Still
have
keep coming
not
back.
crafted a ton this game,
You
just
like this
2
game
swords
so
and a boot.
Yeah, and otters really want to craft, especially since they've got loam.
Training
Right.
officer.
Training another officer, getting back up to
Mobilized
2.
twice.
Jeez, we had a full hand.
Wait.
You lose the
Oh, we
second
just
warrior
trained
when you
twice.
remove that
Okay,
base.
okay.
What? No,
Oh,
we
yeah.
only trained once.
We trained
You should
once?
be at
We mobilized twice.
Warrior prior to your turn beginning. I don't know if you did that.
Officer.
There we go.
So
Nope, you beat.
You did train one just now.
Yeah, so you're back up
so
to 2.
you'd have 2
Yeah,
now
I'd have
to train.
Okay.
There it is.
There it is.
Anything,
yeah, that might change
um,
my turn.
Gregula, thank you so much for the gift sub. I really appreciate it, Gregula. Thank you.
I'll use that card to also train an officer.
Okay, so we're uncrafting a bag
just have
so we
you
can train
knock-
2
yeah, thank you.
officers.
Okay. Okay. I
We're
don't
Gate today.
hate that. I love this. It's so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I wish it was any other faction.
Nice
Right.
military
The fact
operations.
that it was all in the same turn really made it
Yeah.
made it wonderful. So I'm assuming we're gonna do move, organize, recruit since we've got 3 actions,
I would think so. We've got 3 warriors here.
and
Maybe
we've
that
got
would-
1 easy clearing to move, organize, recruit 2.
Right.
That's full of things.
Move.
Okay, I don't hate that either.
I don't hate that
2
either.
2 is still enough to be defensible. That gets it a little farther away, maintains the one that's closer before this fills up or something.
I would put it there just to threaten bombing it though because I'm a jerk.
Also, now we're threatening favor of the mouse.
It's true. That's true.
Go.
Alright.
Golden Alliance in a good position still, even losing 2 bases.
Okay, so much is changing that I have to think. Otherwise,
It's going through those like candy, huh?
My throat hurts.
But we're not going to turmoil.
No. Although, interestingly enough, Blizzard's putting that garden down made it impossible for those warriors to move out of that clearing.
Not impossible,
But very difficult.
but very difficult.
They would need to buy riverboats to move out this turn with the current setup.
Right. And you would have to move to here because you would rule the destination. Alternatively, you could commit one of your moves this turn to sending the ferry over here so that you could try to take advantage of it in the future.
And the only fear would be the crow taking it away from you.
Right.
okay, crows. First thing I'm gonna guess, is this a bomb?
Nope.
You can take it.
Not double checking that one, I see.
Who knows what it is?
There's only one out.
Fine.
And if you can see
Then
through
I'm
your box,
Gonna
it's pretty easy to figure out what it is.
What's up?
None. Look in the face.
I'm gonna add
What about
this card
Nothing.
into here.
Now, the one big downside to Eerie
Or
is
maybe
their movement will often help feed the Willen Alliance.
Throwing another mouse into move makes me very concerned that we are going to feed a lot of Wooden Alliance.
Yeah, that will do.
Which maybe we're going to try and just eat up sympathy to race, but you know that always helps Wooden Alliance more than it helps you, unless it's like winning you the game.
Absolutely.
Right here. Right here.
Hey, Bartlett Starman.
You are more than welcome to bounce off my territory. Enjoy.
I guess that's a way we could do it without feeding sympathy. We could just zigzag to and from that clearing.
I'm gonna take this guy and move him like this. So that's a bird.
Bird
and
mouse.
mouse.
Yeah.
Yep. You've got Bunny Mouse left.
That.
Yeah, what's your plan for Bunny Mouse?
Oh, wait a second. I actually, before making the
You meant the other
decree,
way.
I wanted to craft the item. Can I?
Nothing has changed
Yeah,
yet.
that's right.
Okay, so I'm gonna craft the crossbow. 4 point.
More pain for the otters.
At least it wasn't a
And
big
my
ticket
2
item.
last moves will be
That's 2 moves.
Okay.
Five, let's say
Double
five.
fairy.
Now, before you draw your card,
This
I want to ask you, what is your mouse move going to be?
What?
Before you draw your card, I'm going to ask you, what is your mouse move going to be?
I will move back.
You cannot move back once you use the fairy.
No, I think I can. I just don't get the card.
No, no.
No,
we
you
allowed
can't
No,
use
that
the
earlier
fairy.
in this
You
game.
are
Use the
not
fairy again.
allowed to use the fairy more than once.
Yeah, otters have done that. Oops.
Okay?
I've been moving through the river, not through the ferry.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
that
that's
anything has
fine.
changed yet. That's why I'm asking before you draw the card. Okay? What is
Wait.
your mouse move going to be?
It has changed.
It has never changed.
Or what?
It's never changed. You can always ask us if
Already
you're
giving them sympathy. Let's not give them
concerned.
more.
It has never
Can
changed.
I maybe ask Guerric because I'm like 100% sure. I
Go
can.
ahead.
You can ask Guerric. Yeah, I think that's the right one. But
Go for it.
Are you asking me?
Yes. So can I move in the ferry twice?
The fairy has never worked that way. It has only ever been once per turn.
Oh, okay then. So maybe let me think this through. I was 100% sure I can just,
Ping, no.
I was going to say, I'm more than happy for you to bounce off this clearing here if you
It is
want.
a very
Just move
common
that way.
misconception.
Mm-hmm.
Very common.
Okay, so let's say instead of recruiting in this using the fox, I just moved. No, that doesn't work. No, it does. So look.
You gotta get a speedboat.
Yeah, so I just.
I want a speedboat meeple
maybe.
now.
So from the beginning.
So that will be easier to understand.
so it's recruit here.
From the very
Is where we
beginning.
are.
We're take two, gentlemen. Take two.
So look, that was the board at the beginning of my bird song. No, my daylight. So instead, I recruit those 4 guys in here, right?
Very
Yeah.
fair. That's
Yep,
perfectly
move
fine.
it as one big move, and then
I
move
take
as 2 small
3 of
moves.
them into here, and then I make 2 mouse moves,
Perfect.
and now I can take ferry, right? And that's my own.
Hooray!
Well, that was complicated.
I'm glad that
So I will take the ferry.
someone
here.
spoke up
This is an
before
outrage.
the card draw
Yes,
happened.
so
Yeah.
if I grab the-
That was a good catch on Darthcaboose's part,
Yeah,
calling that out before the draw happened.
Yeah, no, because I mean,
Yeah, I was wondering what this interaction is because they're both kind of
Yeah.
like after
Awesome.
making the move.
Hey, Guerric. When you use fairy to move into a sympathetic clearing, do you trigger the fairy draw first, or do you trigger the outrage first?
Give me 1 second to double check.
I think they're both after moves. So I'm
we
not
played
too sure
draw
what
first
that-
earlier, if we're not sure. Also, like, it's weird. This is the first tournament game where I've kind of just forgotten the commentators are there.
I know. I was so kind of worried at the beginning, and now I know what you mean, Murray.
I
He's
believe
supposed to be in here.
Sorry.
What was the question?
Yep. He
Yeah,
recruited.
I just wanted to double check.
I think we have a ruling.
they are the same timing window, and you get to choose as the active turn player.
Okay, so I'll choose to first trigger the outrage. You can see my cards.
I knew you had that. Let's see what you would have gotten. Oh, you'd have preferred that.
Now I drew the card.
Yeah, this specific ruling, chat, is one that I am not 100% on,
Start with the-
because I keep meaning to ask Josh about it, and then I forget.
He's not ambush.
I wrote it down.
Thank you.
Just-
You can look at my hand again.
Incredible. Root's best combo right there.
Okay. So looks like it didn't
So you
matter
can- yep.
this way, but
I will battle the mouse trace post.
No ambush.
The thing is, whenever is not strictly defined.
For my third fight, I will battle the river folk in here.
And it effectively resolves after the move. Whenever effectively means after in that case.
Oh man.
So we just let Bird's Turmoil next turn?
Yes,
Correct.
please.
okay, so
Cool.
Yes, please.
Good to know.
I agree the rules.
Oh no, score 4. Oh. Painful.
That's 4 points.
I may have even asked this one of Josh and I just forgot what the answer was. I'll have to look back through our messages and see.
All right. Feels like it's been an eternity.
Okay, so
Not buying
Ares to go into
anything,
turmoil next turn, so
surprisingly
nobody's
enough.
doing
I
anything
need the
about it.
warriors in my supply.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go straight into deciding if I want to use Sabo. The answer is
Has Abu cast
Did I forget to answer something?
this game?
Sabo.
Ibon Rook asked if the ferry was just for the
it's
tournament.
right.
Originally, ferry was always part of the lake map.
And these are
Now with Marauder map, it's technically optional.
And
We're
that's
just
all she
we're
wrote.
just sticking with
This
keeping it
is-
as part of the lake
this
map.
Is painful. This is my hand. Read them and weep, boys. Read them and weep.
Oh.
All right, here's what we're doing. We're having fun times. So we're gonna spend this to recruit here. We're going to build a fox garden here.
This is when you do have the
We're
split.
going to go ahead and score using
There's
the
an AV delay?
dominance card. That's going to be 2 points.
Yeah, there's always been an AV delay.
So I asked this in chat yesterday and didn't get an answer. Can lizards discard a card to score 0?
No,
I th-
I think you
I think-
legally must be able to score at least.
But
I think
the lizard
seems
board
fine.
has a +0 icon.
I was thinking about it the other day as well. But I think
That's legally-
there's nothing
You can-
wrong with it.
It's an
I can
it's an
see.
extreme edge case where you're like
You
dropping
can
a
do
red
it.
card for a
You can do
dominance
it if you have
and
one
One
garden
garden
out.
out.
score 0.
You cannot do it if you have no gardens
All
for the
right,
column.
it's evening time.
Clear
I'm
bird. Nope.
taking a guess on this plot because points.
Points.
So, okay, hold on. We know it's not a bomb. Is it a snare?
Nope.
So we've now guessed bomb and snare.
Correct.
You confirmed this. It's not a snare.
I would have guessed
That's
extort if
correct.
I was
All
listeners
right.
because I don't
Let
know
me
what's a
check
card.
one more thing. I'll make another guess.
Here we go.
This point. Let's guess. Is it a extortion?
Nope.
All right. We did it, chat. Is it a raid?
Oh. How
I
did you
did it!
know?
I guessed the chat. Well done. Woo! All right, I'll take a point. And that's all I wrote. I draw 3 cards. And end my turn.
Steph by Rudy, there's a lot of
Mr.
things I wonder
Reshuffle.
about this game.
Both the game of Root and this game specifically.
That's all she
Yeah.
wrote.
All around, yes. All right.
I think I am going to really would like one more warrior. Because I was thinking we can get rid of this roost here. That won't put them at the number they need to recruit with.
Don't risk
And,
it.
and then it's one roost down.
You can always do it
They're
next
already
turn.
netting -2.
You no. Hat and the Cat's right. You need to slow down the Roost game. Like Turmoil's good.
Unless you feel very strongly about it, but I don't think it.
Like,
it
I-
changes
You still need
anything
to slow
about
down the
Wary
Roost.
of bringing them any closer to surviving a turn, because if they don't turmoil somehow, they just win.
Yeah, that's
it.
true.
Well, would you, Morrow? Okay, you're not doing anything.
I am the
Oh,
Woodland Alliance.
Yes, about the birds. Crows, you're not thinking of removing birds. I feel like this is a good
No.
opportunity to gain some tempo on them. But the Woodland Alliance are forever a problem.
Erie's currently turmoiling on Recruit. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me think about what I would be doing if that's what I wanted to do.
You gonna try and translate that again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will draw a card. I don't need to. That goes there. This comes here. I will draw another card. I wish I could craft that. I wish I could craft that. Okay. I
Unfortunate.
think I can afford to draw one more card. Let me double check.
Can you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I can draw one more.
Okay.
I don't know how we're getting to that roost.
Okay. I will spend these 2 Lizard Cult Warriors to you, good sir,
Yeah, I'm not sure either anymore.
and plop a trade post down here.
Because that ties us with the lizards. It doesn't give us rule, though, so we can't move out of it.
2 points. I will. I've got these 2 warriors left. I will use a.
The sword.
It just doesn't feel good.
No, this still doesn't add up right.
Oh, I wonder if he doesn't realize Lum's only once a day.
That could be.
Current thinking was move in here, recruit once, move back here.
But yeah, that doesn't. You're still an action short, and you trigger outrage.
Remembered. So I might say no to that and draw a card instead.
Yeah, I think you have to abandon the plan.
I haven't. It means I haven't exhausted this. Every option feels so bad. I think I'll instead. I won't draw a card. I'll craft Master Engravers. And then my moving will be.
Have to move. Save the item for a later turn.
I will do a move here. I'll move these guys down here.
So you still
No, because that's the sympathy. Sorry, I will move this guy up. I won't do that. I'll move these 2 over here. That's what I'll do. And that's me. Done.
All right.
Process step 3.
Okay.
Start of
Are you
round
going to
7.
Maybe attack me this turn? Are you thinking about it?
Do not.
No,
He
I'm
wins
not thinking
the
about
game.
it.
Not really.
Move on back, okay?
Okay.
I think there's
Oh,
a strong
man.
argument though for going for this route.
Todd Graham,
Everyone.
Erie is about to turmoil.
if you can get there. I didn't have the warriors.
Nobody has topped Morrow's banter early on with the shut your damned whiskery mouth or whatever.
That's fair. That's fair.
The table.
Yeah.
That's true.
Stop bullying Batmaster.
Sorry, Batmaster.
Let him put plots down, for goodness sakes.
Well, yeah, quit guessing them.
I mean, I don't know box cards, dude. I'm sorry. What else am I supposed to do?
Oh, it's a fair point. It's a fair point.
All right, I'm gonna recruit.
Only a fair point. It is a point.
Sorry, my dog is barking at the neighbors.
There's just so many. Corv's in a very rough spot here. They've been hit so many times. Exposure is just way too good.
Yeah, this has just been a Corvid bullying game, and Corvids have made some questionable choices. They did a lot of tricking in the early game, and every trick is an action that you're not is an action that you're not doing on something else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Versus, yeah, it's the Derpy Otter, the one that's upside down.
Hold on, sorry. Yeah,
It's in the mod.
Rangers are at my place. 1 second.
Hope he's not
Here I thought rats were the unpicked faction.
True, actually, that plot that got removed should have never made it onto the map. It was an action that they didn't have.
That's true. That's true. In that respect, it's good that Lizards picked it up and nobody else.
Corvids have also done some policing from behind.
Mm-hmm. Also, there was one point where Corvids went pretty hard against Lizards.
Yeah.
I have a question. So if the Eerie only has one warrior, and they need to recruit, and they're charismatic,
They do get that one warrior.
they don't, right? That's something the digital app does wrong, I think.
Well, I assumed they did, and like it was like an assumption that I think was based on hearing someone say they did.
Yeah.
Because I think you do as much as you can of the action, right?
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about that, though. We can ask Guerric since we're waiting. Hey, Guerric!
Hello.
If you are charismatic Eerie,
Yes.
you recruit, you only have one warrior in your supply, You actually get that warrior out, or not?
You do. As per 1.5.4, you place as much as possible.
Do you just know those numbers?
I do know those numbers, yes.
This is why he is Guerric. He knows all.
I mean, if you are
You live up to your name at
Really?
the living
I can hear you
rulebook.
laughing in the background. I'm so sorry. I'm doing terribly as lizards. I will appease the lizard god at some point, but not today. I think not today.
I know where you went wrong,
We're waiting on.
and I had a panic attack during that
Yeah,
moment.
to have
Come
the
back.
exterminators hopefully not kill his dog.
Versus, that's not true. Every once in a while, I do
I
check.
don't know. He said the word
Just to
dog
keep
and
him honest.
exterminators, and I'm like,
Yeah, they did fix it in the app like a year ago, Grigu.
what are you waiting
Well, some
for?
people haven't played in the app in a while.
Yeah.
for Batmaster Stick is third action, I believe.
Oh, okay.
It's always fun to see tournaments as like a distinct clashing of people who mainly play on TTS or mainly play in digital, and the differences in those styles. After a lot of whining.
I found out this morning that apparently allied movement is wrong in digital.
Oh.
Not just because it doesn't use force, which,
Right.
you know, very understandable. Force is a very
That's
recent
new.
errata.
Yeah.
But it also did not respect the old 1.4 where you needed to
I hate close games. I hate it.
you needed to make sure that the pieces you were moving followed their faction rules.
Gotcha.
So
Okay,
they
I
needed
like
rule
watching them. I hate
or
playing.
Yeah, you couldn't just move as if they were the vagabond.
yeah. Yeah, it treats the allied movement as having nimble for the
There's
ally,
enough
which
fun
is
shit
wrong.
that they need to do. You're gonna pull out ahead. We're
Tell
gonna
me
try to
about it.
stop you. It's gonna be one of those you should have policed them earlier by establishing martial law kind of things. We're gonna point fingers. It's gonna be a great time. I can't wait to get.
It's not even the martial law, it's the snare. You should have given it up, man.
Or win and then get told I've been making like major rules mistakes the entire time again.
No. You have not
Yeah.
made. any
Yeah,
of those
that
mistakes
is
before.
true. I do feel like the digital
yeah.
world really
gonna
kind of
plot again
leaned
up
hard into the
there.
age strat, which I don't think we saw before that as much.
It caused people to go back and
By the way,
and find strats for Vagrant, basically.
It's true.
Pliskin, I will not let you abuse this. I will be reporting it to Direwolf directly right after this game.
What is Pliskin?
The allied movement.
I see.
And Adam said draw, and then I'll discard, and that'll be my turn.
Tough to comment on. Corvids are in a rough spot.
Absolutely.
Corvids have trouble winning when they are
Go ahead.
in the pack.
Sorry, guys.
Corvids are currently very far behind. I don't know that there's a world where Corvids
Revolt
get back
that
into the game,
corner
you know.
clearing.
Absolutely.
Where?
Gain a point for blowing up the trade post.
bet. Are rip.
I'm not
Sorry.
surprised to see
How
this.
did it go? Oh, there
It's
we
a magical
Oh,
Christmas
man.
land revolt.
No, yeah, that is that is a good place.
The toast and upside down.
That place.
Why would you do that? That causes extreme distress.
You know,
Then I will
being
spread
stored by your
sympathy
head
here.
down hurts.
Ooh, we also get a spread.
That is rough.
Bad for the table.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is looking a lot like a Wooden Alliance win right now.
It is indeed.
This is the strength of triple
Daylight
partisans.
actions. Guess what? It's T number 6.
Oh my god, what is with the T
Smells
and
like a
over the
woodland
morrow?
T's. Oh, did we already grab it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there was one more
I'll
T.
trade an officer.
Ooh, 5 officers.
I love it. I'm a big fan of 6 officers.
And then I will move, organize.
Recruit.
Feels good, man. That's it. That's the game.
Move, organize.
Is that it already? Yeah.
That's
That's just
my
it.
God.
That's just it.
What is this?
I gotta say, I've been keeping track. It's like, I think
That's just it.
I gave him about
I'm
a
free.
good solid
I am free.
Yeah, this plot up here just locked it in. Because that took martial law off there, and I
Yep.
have exactly enough supporters.
Yep.
Oops, I win.
Oops, I win.
That was pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
well
impressive.
played, guys.
Wow, what a payout too, because somebody put some real money on that first choice.
Time ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. I
Good
don't know if
game,
you
everyone.
watched
This
my
was-
last VOD.
this was just-
I spilled food right before my winning turn.
That's the plan. You send exterminators to my house.
Oh.
Good game, guys.
Good game, everyone.
Game.
Good game, everyone. That was great.
Please
Congrats.
just tell me now, were there major rules mistakes?
Nothing that affected the victory? How's that?
Okay.
Which means yes, but
That, to my ear, that means yes. But
We're gonna watch it and be like, lizards, you fools!
Don't worry about
I
it.
definitely said that a couple times,
Yes, we said that a lot.
but that wasn't a mistake.
No, and don't worry about it. Just, Morrow, congratulations on your victory. But everyone, thank you for playing. Morrow, Darthcaboose, Omnix, we will see all of you in the next round. Batmaster and TheHatOnTheCat, thank you so much for participating in the tournament. Well played, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thanks so
very
much.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
Everyone watching, we will see you tonight for our next game at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So we'll catch you then. Have a great one.